Welcome to the city of Waterdeep, city of splendors. More specifically, welcome to the North Ward, which is the quietest of the city. This district is home to most of Waterdeep's wealthier middle classes and lesser noble families, including a residence called Trollskull Manor that Donovan has recently came into possession of and has invited his friends to stay there with him.
Rags to riches
Kind of.
in 2 weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have 2 coins in a purse 2 weeks ago. Now
You've come a long way, Donovan.
Now I'm a business owner that knows nothing about running a business. That's why I'm going to rely on my friends to help me out with that. It's good that you're well-read, Aldous, because I have no doubt I'm going to need you to proofread some contracts. I have a feeling, given some of the people I've had met in the past couple of days.
Well, I think with your street smarts and my book smarts, we'll make good.
We will. We will. And we'll have fresh veggies and whatnot, too, thanks to Harlow's greenhouse. So.
Yeah.
After watching Donovan meet with several vendors and guild representatives in the morning, Aldous indicated he needed to report to the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors. And that's exactly what you do. You make your way over. I assume, Harlow, you were tagging along?
Yeah, Harlow's there, but she's kind of just sticking towards Donovan and keeping quiet.
Yeah, she's our good luck charm, dude. Now that she survived, is her head still wrapped in bandages, or is she healed completely?
Oh, she's healed completely.
Yeah, those good berries of yours are awesome. So, on the way over, I want to ask...
Strangely, a lot of that damage she took was kind of not real apparent when she turned back to her halfling form. So that helped her survive that incursion, turning into
Just a couple of scrapes.
But go ahead, you were saying.
So, Aldous, I'm most interested. I'm going to be bringing a small ton. You know, there's like little tiny kegs of dwarven mead as a gift to drop off. This is the same place where Otto was, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to bring it just to see if I can have it given to him, with a mug. It's probably like 2 mugs, but, just to say I was thinking about him. And I want to ask Aldous, so you have to check in here for what reason? I'm not familiar with the politics of the order.
Of course, I wouldn't expect you to be knowledgeable about this matter, but essentially, anybody exhibiting or aware of magical powers must report to the Watchful Order. Not doing so can result in some serious consequences with the city. I know I mentioned to you that I needed to check in, obviously because I'm a mage and hadn't reported my orders, but the truth is I've gained these powers somewhat recently, and I'm quite perplexed and quite frankly frightened as to why and how I gained the powers. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I carry around this book with me almost everywhere. The book's titled Material Cultures of Prehistoric Netheril. Have you heard of Netheril?
Is it someplace in the dock ward? Is it a shop?
No, it's actually quite far away from Waterdeep.
Oh, well, in that case, then no. Most of my knowledge is held within the very gates of the city. I know little of the outside world. But tell me about it. This book, is it the source of your power?
I believe so. When I was at the Great Library in Candlekeep, I was living and working as a visiting scholar. I gave lectures and I wrote manuscripts while living there. And I discovered this exact book, this tome, and it has to do with what I studied there. I studied the prehistory of Faerun, and this tome specifically is about an area called Netheril within the region of Anarok, which is far to the northeast of here. Right now, it's currently deserts, a wasteland essentially, and it used to be the home of a once powerful human empire called the Netherese Empire. Essentially, what happened when I was at the keep is I remember studying this illustration of a clay figurine that was discovered in the southern part of that region. Just a very crude figure. But on its chest was incised this symbol that was also recreated on the page. The symbol was a silhouette of an outstretched hand. On its palm was depicted the bared teeth of some sort of animal, maybe a wolf or a bear. I had never seen this symbol before, but what I do know is that night I was plagued with visions of death and decay. I saw the Sword Coast succumbing to shadow and falling to corruption. Since then, I've noticed that I've been able to manifest some sort of dark magic, like what you saw on the street the other day. So that's why I'm reporting this. But just so you know, I'm not going to be talking about this book. I'm just going to be telling them that I have magical powers. I'm afraid that the origins are dark and unsavory.
This encroaching and doom on the Sword Coast, is this something that happened in the past when the Netherese were in existence, or is this something you think is happening in the future?
Quite honestly, I'm not sure if I'm seeing visions of the past or the future. I do know that in Faerun, certain empires have come and gone. My fear is, of course, that it is the future, but quite honestly, my level of sanity has gone up and down as of late, and I can't really trust what I'm seeing all the time. So I think it's best to keep that to ourselves.
Yeah, probably. You're the model of stable.
I'll just make a sanity check.
Okay.
Upon explaining this to your friends, even though you felt, obviously feel a connection enough to share these deep, dark parts of you with them, just the act of doing so shakes your foundations a bit, inexplicably, maybe even.
Uh-oh. Are you feeling all right, Aldous? Do you need a drink?
Well, quite honestly, I haven't shared this information with anybody. It's kind of making me quite nervous and jittery.
No. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Do I see him starting to sweat?
Well, regardless of his sanity level, you still feel, because you're keeping this all in, just sharing it with someone is helpful. At the same time, just the simple act of doing it wears on you in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't actually have an answer for what should happen for. I can look at the sanity. I think you lose. I think your point goes. I think it goes down a point actually. But
yeah, I have negative
take care
one.
of that later.
Let's just relax. I can see. Does he start looking like itchy, antsy, like eyes darting and that sort of stuff?
You picked up on it, whatever it is. You picked up on it, but he told you some pretty heavy information, so that could be it too. You're just like, oh yeah,
Harlow, do you have any of those berries, the tasty ones?
Nothing's not good at
Can Harlow just offer to give him a hug if it's okay?
Yeah, and I would definitely accept it for sure.
Yay. Hugs.
It definitely, I feel good that I'm not here by myself because I would probably be more of a nervous wreck.
Harlow, do you talk do you talk about yourself in the third person? Are you like,
No, it's just that
can
when
Harlow give Aldous a hug?
I don't know, sorry.
It's because she was living out in the woods by herself, so she.
That's okay.
Yes, you can give me a hug. I'll choose a button.
Oh, hey! Your secret's safe with us. I'll just really relax. It's all right. Trust me when I tell you, I'm not proud of. There's things that I'm not comfortable sharing with most folk, and I can tell that this is making you uncomfortable. Hopefully, better in some ways. Trust me when I say your secrets. If there's one thing that I'm good at, it's keeping my mouth shut when it comes to my friends. So, you've got our support. Harlow's mine, and I'm sure Roland, if he ever returns to sobriety, we'll all be here to support you through this. So, mum's the word. Lips sealed, locked. Nothing need be said about this book when we're inside.
Nice. Well, thank you, Donovan and Harlow, for being here. Hopefully, this visit can be quite short. For me, I'm just here to report my powers and to help you make this connection that you need for Trollskull Manor.
Oh, it's going to be helpful, no doubt. You're going to keep that book like tightly wrapped in that pouch with.
I definitely won't be displaying it prominently.
So, do you have a spell book or no? Do warlocks have spell books?
Yeah, I have this book, which is for my research, and then I have a book called the Book of Shadows, which is via the Pact of the Tome, which I got for level 3. But I'll be storing those in my backpack for sure.
Cool. We got to get you a special pack. I've seen wizards about town, obviously, throughout my life. Some of them, they make special bags. There's a leather maker. We'll go there afterwards. They make special bags, water resistant, some that even float. They'll keep those books safe. Take the books to them. They can size it up. They're resistant to everything, I hear. Some of them even magical. I know that there's a good leather worker here in this part of the city somewhere. So perhaps we can help Aldous find like something to keep his books extra secure while we're.
As you're talking about that, this person strides down the hall towards you. Everyone sees the map of the long hall, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see a dwarven woman with a bit of a scowl on her face. And she introduces herself. I'm Okoria. I'm your contact. Pleasure to meet you, Aldous.
I sort of I'm a little spooked by it. I make a slight jump, but I immediately become very polite and say, "Oh, Okoria, Stone Marrow, is it?"
Yes, it is. And behind her, you see a construct of some sort. Did a picture just pop up on your screen?
Yep.
Yes.
What the?
Wow.
Is this thing walking down the hall with her?
Right behind her, yep.
Oh my gosh, that's intimidating.
How tall is it? Is it like as big as a man?
Taller. Seems impossible. Even aside, the height aside, just the impossibility of it. It's not something you see every day. But she looks at your being taken aback at the sight of her shield guardian, and she explains, "This is my shield guardian. Pay him no mind."
Does he have a name?
No, I call him Shield Guardian.
Oh, okay. I sort of somewhat frantically reach into my pocket to bring out the document that I was given from the proprietors of the Great Library.
She's already holding out her hand as if expecting it.
And I hand it right to her. sort of say something like, I believe you needed documentation, correct?
It doesn't hurt.
Yes,
So,
I came here to report my magical powers.
well, that's a good citizen of you. Thank you very much for your loyalty to the city, and you're obviously of sound judgment for doing so. I know we work in conjunction with the city guard, of course. There's an investigator here that wanted to have a couple of words with you. And another person walks up as she's saying that, actually two gentlemen. And
Look at all
the first of which,
look at all the books.
doesn't say a word, but like walks up to you, eyeing you without moving his head. His eyes move as he walks by you, and walks like around the back of you. You assume now eyeing you the whole time. Not sure if you try to follow his gaze as long as you can before you have to wrench your neck around.
Mm-hmm.
But he walks up beside you, behind you, walks behind Donovan, stops over by Harlow, and like looks down his nose, all the while the other gentleman follows him.
Oh. I'll try to introduce myself to sort of cut through the awkwardness, cut through the silence, and just say, "Hi, my name's Aldous Blackwell. What's your name?"
As you
With
do
sort of
so,
with my hand out.
he answers before you can even finish saying that sentence with Barnabas Blastwind.
Oh, well, pleasure to meet you, Barnabas.
And as much as Okaria likes to say I work for the City Watch, used to work with the City Watch, now I work for the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors, investigating crimes that involve the use of magic.
I see. Well, thank you for protecting the city.
Yes. Thank you for reporting to the Watchful Order.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Forgive me for interjecting. This this ton of meat is getting heavy. I'll put it down at my feet. We have a friend here, Callista. I believe that she's part of your order. She brought one of our injured friends here, a dwarf named Otto. He's been here for at least a few days. I just wanted to see if one of you would be kind enough to deliver this to him if he's well enough to have it. I'm sure he's thirsty. Hoping to kind of maybe...
You're talking to the whole group of these people now?
Yeah, I'll look specifically at the dwarven woman that's standing in front of me.
Okaria does respond immediately, saying, "Yes, Otto. I heard there was a connection." And he looks at Donovan and then looks at Aldous, almost as if she was expecting to see Donovan in relation to Otto, but not necessarily Aldous. Which brings her then just to question the whole group of you, and she kind of like shakes her head as she just eyes you up, and she says, "So yes, we would certainly, well, yeah, come with me. Actually, he's behind this door," and she points back here, if you can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw it.
There's a set of doors underneath. This stairwell actually starts back here and goes up to these bookcases. But underneath these bookcases are, you can see from the first level where you're standing, there are doors directly below all those, presumably that go to different rooms or hallways beyond. And she indicates over in this direction and says, "He's in a room just beyond that door, actually. Would you like to see him?"
Oh, well, is he well enough to have a visitor? Or visitors?
Well, we'll let you have a look for yourself.
All right. I'll pick the ton of ale. I'm sure it's not a ton. It's like a cask. I'll pick it up and Are we all going to follow her over?
She walks over to the door.
Yeah, I'll follow
Good.
as well.
Come on, Harlow.
Barnabas Blastwind and his partner stand there in front of Harlow. His partner's taking notes on a notepad, and they're both just looking at her, not saying anything. She's not saying anything. She's just like kicking her toe at the floor and like looking around at the ceiling, and they're obviously like studying her.
He's very confused about this.
So she opens the door, and beyond that door, you see two people in white lab coats. One of them is so short and chubby, they're almost like round. And then the other one is very tall, like 7 feet tall. They both have on these matching white robes. And you hear odd noises, chirping going on in the background, like beep, beep. And they hear another beep, boop, boop, beep, 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 boop. And then you like just turn your head and look around the corner, and you see sitting up, but on a table like / bed. You see Otto, or at least Donovan recognizes as Otto, and he's sitting there with his jaw open. He's got a tray of food, looks like it's half picked through sitting in front of him. And the one person in the lab coat walks up to him while these noises are going on. Beep, boop, boop, beep, beep. And he's like, Otto, how many fingers do I have up? And he holds up his hand in front of Otto. And Otto looks at his hand. And then he looks at the sandwich sitting on the tray in front of him. And he goes, orange?
Oh. Oh, no. Ooh.
And Okori just like slowly closes the door.
Perhaps he'll drink this later.
I'll lean over to Donovan, sort of whispering, "This is a friend of yours? What happened to him?"
The horrible monster did something to his head. Callista said they could fix him, but... Well, he looks better than the last time I saw him. Is he going to be okay? I'll ask the dwarven woman.
She says, don't let it alarm you. His appearance is unduly alarming. He should be fine by the end of the day. Remember, this is just like the next day.
Yeah, a couple days. Yeah. But he could count the last time I saw him. Well, when he was conscious.
Well, the actual act of counting and then associating someone's hand with a number of fingers can be a little tricky to the mind of, say, a 6-year-old.
He said orange.
He's making progress.
But he said orange.
But we are very concerned.
Well,
and she changes the expression on her face to one of very stern and serious. And she says, but one thing we are concerned about is, what was that intellect of ours doing in the sewer? And we heard the story.
Callista told you about the creature with the tentacles in its face.
Yes, an Ifilid named Nihilor.
They have names?
Well, someone's story, when we interviewed everyone, Otto is actually very truthful. So we got most of the story from him. And Callista corroborated the information. Yes, apparently that was a name that the half-orc spellcaster said almost in alarm and surprise. She recalled hearing that word, and we know of a nefarious actor by that name. So anyway, she gets real stern and she says, we are putting a lot of resources to investigating exactly what all went into that. That wasn't normal Xanathar operatives. although it does appear they were acting in accordance with that gang. So, and then she straightens up, as if she could straighten up any further. She does, and she strides across the room back over to, and as soon as she does that, walking towards the carpet, a familiar face starts walking towards her as well. That of
Oh yeah, I know him. Gillester. I'll hand I'll like sort of hold the cask out to the female dwarf. Well, I don't think Otto's going to be needing this. It's good. I paid paid a fair amount of gold for it. Do you drink? I'll ask her. I'm trying to kiss her ass, seeing as she's going to be Albus's parole officer.
She just says, "Yeah, he'll appreciate the gift. It's fine." And she takes it from you.
All right. Gillester. Well met.
Good to see you, Donovan. You keep good company, I see. And he throws a compliment towards Eucoria, and she keeps her stern disposition. But anyway, and then he shakes his head, makes a little smile, and says, well, fancy seeing the two of you here, and I was just discussing with my associates about your possible place in one of the more operative organizations within the city, trying to actually think of a place for you. Seems half your party is succumbed. It is indicative of how dangerous our line of work might be, or just being a good citizen brings its dangers, it seems. And he trails off, and he looks back towards a woman that's behind him, and he introduces her as Romelia Haventry. He says, "Yes, it's shame your friend Roland isn't here. It's quite coincidental that we should all arrive at the same time, actually. But anyway, well met."
Met, and pleasure to meet you, Miss Haventry.
And you're looking over at him, and you see now on the second story where this riser, these steps go up to this mezzanine, if you will, in front of all these bookcases here. And you see a gentleman swatting at the air, a large man with a big hat, swatting at the air. It appears to be apparently magic, creating a swarm of books around this man. As if, and Aldous, you look at it, you look, it's exactly what it is. It's a swarm of books. Incantation put on certain tomes just to make finding them in a bookcase difficult. It seems he's, you think to yourself, he seems he's tripped the trap. And he's, this gentleman, you see him from down, you're down below, but you see this guy swatting at this swarm of books around him. In fact, let's see, I even have a swarm of books. There, swarm of books.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
So,
I'll sort of inquire with Olcoria, questioning, what exactly is that gentleman doing?
oh, that's just Mert. Don't mind him. He was poking around in the books, and well, apparently that one, someone made sure no one could get too close to that set of books. And everyone looks back over at Mert, and he seems to have trapped one with his foot on the floor. And then as soon as he looks down and like real proud of himself, another book comes by and swacks him in the back of the head, and loses his balance, and he stumbles forward, and that book comes back up and hits him, and it's a big circle of chaos happening up on the mezzanine there. That's Mert. Great guy, actually, doing wonderful things for the city himself as well. And like I said, we were just discussing possible place in what best suits you.
Who, me?
I don't. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that word means.
Well, Donovan Donovan expressed interest, and he's all of a sudden becomes unsure of himself, puts his hand up to his lip and says, "You did express interest in joining the Lord's Alliance?"
Oh
No?
yes, that this mutes all of us, I think.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's what I'm talking about. With joining our ranks comes certain, we rely on each other, and there is work to be done. So you could be called upon to do certain tasks, as menial as they might be, and hopefully never dangerous. But you know how that goes. So he's trying to be personable and win your confidence. But he says, but frankly, we don't know what really work the three of you are suited for. We had a better idea when you had the maybe the largest elf I've ever seen, but the folk hero and Otto in the other room. He's not in the group now, and Callista, she's a powerful mage. Before you lost the three of them, we kind of had a better idea of your place.
Oh no! But Aldous is powerful, is as powerful and read as Callista, and Harlow. Oh, if you could only see the magics that she's able to perform. No! And Roland will return. He simply tripped and fell into a whiskey bottle, but I'm sure that he'll eventually swim his way to the top and join us again. Been a bit of a rough time getting over the what occurred at the Troll Gate. But we're going to help him.
That's all fine and dandy, but this is serious work. You can't find your way to success at the bottom of a whiskey bottle.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be helping him out with that.
Maybe you can talk to him.
We will. We will. I have, and we're going to do it again. So, but no, we're available. We're renovating Troll Skull Manor. I'll look around everyone once.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. That's really congratulations. It's quite a fine property, or will be, I assume.
Oh, it's already starting to. We're just buffing out some of the. Eventually it'll shine like a beacon in the northward sky. We have a little ways to go, but we're getting there. With the help of my friends and some investors, we're hopeful to reopen it, perhaps as recently as maybe 3-10 day a month, something like that. Work has begun. I've been meeting with union officials and such all week.
Korea cuts you off and says, "That is interesting. If I may, we have just some information to share. Since you are professing to have the city's best interest at heart, we'd like you to have a contact in the city if you ever needed to find support, let's say. There's a place in the field ward called the hold on a second. End Shift Tavern. We'd like you to check in there. Just introduce yourselves. That way they'll be familiar with you if they should meet you again.
Yes. Yeah, well, I have the rest of the afternoon free if Aldous and Harlow do as well. I'll look at the two of them and kind of shrug.
I'll certainly nod, and I'll thank Golcoria for her generosity in sharing that information.
Yes, well, it is important that you have due protections and at least know where to find support if ever the need should rise. There is a contact there, a gentleman named Dix, this city guard. So at least you have someone to ask for should you... and no hurry. It's just a place I would recommend find time in your schedule to familiarize yourself with. I know not many of us get a chance to visit the field ward. So.
Well, yes, absolutely. I mean, I will make it a priority as I'm, going to be back and forth with overseeing some of the work being done, and Aldous is busy with his studies, and Harlow is in the process of creating a greenhouse. So we're all quite busy, but I will definitely make time. Do we get some sort of a decree if I were something in writing, if I were stopped by, say, a town watchman, that I could say that,
She cuts you off and says, "There's also another location I'd like you to familiarize yourself with."
Sure. Where is the field ward?
Yeah, it's a good question.
That's the very top, the very northern tip. It's not a nice place. I can read the description in a moment.
That's okay. That's what I generally.
Oh, the other. Let me see.
Who's telling us about this other place?
It's a laundry. Place I want you to become. Amrani's Laundry. Slop Street, Southward. There's a place. So I've given you a place at the very north of the city and a place at the very south of the city, or almost.
And who gave us those two places? Was it Gillester?
No, this was
Coria?
Coria, yeah.
Oh, she gave us both of those places?
But Gillester is staying there with his arms crossed, nodding.
Oh, okay.
Proving that this is going well. Okay, they're taking the information. They don't seem overwhelmed. Seems to be feeling you out at this point.
And this is for Lord's Alliance business, right?
Yes.
What? And is there a contact at the laundry?
I gave you that location mainly because it's a place where you can get a lot of dirty laundry, if you will. Word on the street. No better a place to hear someone. We hear there's information to be learned at this location. Again, familiarize yourself with these locations. I just think they'd be a step in the right direction.
We will. I'll put one hand on Harlow's shoulder and put my other arm around Aldis's shoulders. We absolutely will.
And I'll sort of make a comment nervously like, oh, and Donovan here, he definitely has a lot of garments that need laundering.
Yes, piles even. Yes. I'll smile. Anybody else gonna? Nobody's gonna laugh. Oh, tough crowd, dude. Tough crowd, Aldous. I'd say the fat guy up there stomping on books is probably the only one in this place with a sense of humor.
So you spend a good amount of time talking now. You've had polite conversation, then you talked about some serious subjects. Gillester had his interjection. Some time's passed. You've been here for a good. You actually like feeling like moving yourself from side to side on your feet. You've been in here for a while on these huge tile floors. And is there anything else you got? So there's a quiet moment, actually. You see the conversation comes to a still. Everyone's looking at each other. Is there anything that's on the tip of your tongue you wanted to share amidst this group of people? You still see Barnabas Blastwin and his partner down there standing in front of doing the same thing they were doing when you left them.
I think I would probably, when there's a lull in the conversation, I kind of want to address Gillester more directly in referencing the Lord's Alliance, saying something to the effect, I know that you haven't enlisted the services of some other members of this group recently, and I'm certainly, it doesn't seem that I'm as talented as Callista, was it? But I do hope that I can lend my skills if necessary, and hopefully learn on the job, as it were. I'm a fledgling mage, but I would certainly relish the chance to use my skills to help the Lord's Alliance and the city, of course, with Archmage Stone Marrow's approval, for sure.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't think the comparison was purposefully drawn between. It's just you've just arrived. We don't know what to expect, and we have been aware of what's occurred with the group before you arrived, and that's all the information we were going on. But thank you we appreciate the sentiment. It's not that we don't want you to work for us. We just don't know what you can do for us, and at the same time, you obviously, from what you've described, have some formidable powers to tap into. At the same time, we care for our operatives. We don't want to risk, harm to yourself. So exactly where to apply your strong suits is really the matter of what's in question.
Oh, certainly. I understand that for sure.
Well, we certainly like to prove our worth, and if there's coin in it, I certainly could use the extra gold with all the refurbishing is going on. So please reach out to us, Gelester, if there's work to be done. We've been spending much of our free time at Troll Skull when we're not out, running errands and meeting with important union officials and whatnot.
On the other hand, he says, we don't want to have you doing things that are sort of beneath you. There is a second level mission that you could do for the Lord's Alliance, but it would require you going each morning for a period of time to attend the Dung Sweepers Guild. I just didn't feel right. I just don't think you have it in you.
We've actually been there.
Oh, have you?
I was there not very long ago. Yes. It's there's a tavern there, right? That's when that business with the Drow Elf happened. The one that was murdering the elves that we were.
Yes, we've heard about your. That's right. So then you were aware there's a gang war causing unrest throughout the city, and we've offered protection to the members of the Dung Sweepers Guild. I didn't want to unilaterally assign you to protect the group of them, but that is the idea we came up with, is protect these workers for a period of time and just hope they start leaving them alone.
Well, why are they messing with the Dung Sweepers? If anyone's job is important in this city, it's theirs. Having stepped in my own fair amount of horse shit in my life.
I think it's just proximity. They have nothing against the Dung Sweepers. Maybe they have taken up residence in some of the, sewer entrances or whatnot. I think they're just getting in the way, not really having anything out for the Dung Sweepers Guild. That would be a shame.
I would think that if any union in the city would be well looked upon.
They are.
They're an important group of folk. Is there a particular guild that's been involved in this? I would venture to guess it would be Xanathar's, as they seem to be the aggressors in those attacks. I mean, from what I've heard on the street.
Yeah, he says, never mind that. But
no job's too big, too small. No,
no, but there is one thing, and I do think it is beyond your scope to deal with the situation. But since you're located in Troll Skull Alley, there is a particular concern. And with the City Watch being overwhelmed with the recent surge in violence, we could use your help with this. We have reports of an assassin prowling the rooftops, picking off targets with arrows. Obviously, it's alarming citizens.
Targets.
Yeah,
Who?
our sources say he goes to ground somewhere near Trollskull Alley. Anyway, keep a lookout, would you?
Do you have any more information? Who's been killed by this?
I don't have a breakdown of the metrics.
With the guards, or the watch? I mean,
Doesn't it? Upon a preliminary investigation, it does not seem to be a pattern of that we have been able to ascertain. But putting eyes on him, I think, is the most important thing. I'm not saying to intercede. It's a very dangerous element happening here. So
oh well.
keep an eye out. You're going to be in the area.
Danger is my middle name.
I suppose we'll have to keep an eye on the rooftops while we're at Trollskull Manor.
Yes, and I have a personal interest in this because far be it from me to not see the streets of my very own alley remain safe. We'll certainly look into this further. I mean, Gillester, please, what we've endured. I mean, I myself, I've been shot. I've been assaulted, I've been mugged, I've been poisoned, I've been arrested, and I've had my mouth filled with a goblin's brain just recently. So, yes, we're willing to prove ourselves, our value to the Lord's Alliance.
I appreciate that. Gillester breaks in and says, so he's offering you membership in the Lord's Alliance. You're obviously accepting, being enthusiastic. But he does explain that members are expected to complete whatever missions are assigned to them in a timely, professional manner. Refusing to accept or complete a mission can result in suspension or dismissal, he explains. But he said he advocated on your behalf in terms of he interceded.
Someone had an issue with our membership?
No, they wanted you to take on these missions that were. Gillester doesn't think you should be escorting the Dung Sweepers Guild, for instance. So I got them to overlook that you're not taking these low-level jobs, and frankly, keeping an eye out for the assassin that's been touching down around Trollskull Alley is more of on the higher ends of the missions. So anyway,
I'd be happy to do both.
If you're able to provide any information about that, it would certainly look good.
Well, I can't speak for my two friends, but rest assured that I'll do my best to look into it.
Certainly, I will do the same.
I just nod at everyone.
And if I'd be willing, to take jobs that I do have made friends throughout the city. So if you think that we could help even in the lesser, more menial tasks, I have roughly another 10 days before Trollskull will be up and running, and then I'll probably have less time to address some of these smaller issues. But once it's up and running, but until then, I'm available. Let me know, Gillester. No job, too big, too small. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Right. At least for now, we're doing our part to, revitalize the property.
That's it. Trollskull Alley is.
Yes, you appear to be upstanding citizens, and it's going to should be good for everyone. The relationship. I'm very pleased with this new relationship we have, and with that, he motions over to Okoria. And Okoria, right after him, motions towards up on the raised area of the floor over here, and she walks towards it. She said, the Blackstaff would like to have a word with you. And she motions over to this area. And Gillester approaches. The Shield Guardian stands in the center here.
I'll wave Harlow up. Probably want to stay close for this, Harlow. If I'm about to get my ass kicked, I'd like my lucky charm to be right next to me.
I nod and just follow.
Do they want us to go up onto this dais?
Well, they stopped right there.
Mm.
Hold on a second. I'm just trying to open up.
I'll do the same. I'll look at Aldos like, these are kind of your people. I'll let you take the lead.
I'll sort of turn to Okoria and ask, "May I approach?"
Yes.
And I'll nod politely and very steadily approach this desk, and I'll introduce myself with my name and just say that I've met with Alcoria, Stone Marrow, and I've reported my magical abilities to her.
I am looking for one of her spells. It says... Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, just send it to me. I did just put it in the chat, but it just came to me.
Mm.
Okay. So she says, "May I introduce Vajra Safar?" And you see this young person, probably in her very early 30s. Perhaps Aldous has heard of the Blackstaff. I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
She looks a little like Twyla.
And she says to you, if I could find my
I'm gonna wave Harlow up. Come on, Harlow. Come up here. Come up here.
I think I'm stuck.
Wait, I got it.
Never mind.
Okay, here she comes.
So you see this, the Blackstaff standing in front of you, and she starts in almost in the middle of the sentence and saying, "When we fight against forces which have no age, no limit to their plotting, we must form systems which outlive ourselves. The biggest example of this is the city itself. Through our ability to coexist with one another, we build strong walls of protection in our relationships as well as the physical fortifications. And we all know the walls of Waterdeep are not our only line of defense. We must avoid examples such as Neverwinter and the long-lasting damage that place has sustained. A woe still enduring." And she motions her hand. Bear with me a second. Darn it. Oh, wow. Roll 20's like moving really. I'm trying to open something. It's not opening.
It's Sunday night. I can't believe Donovan's standing inside this room. That's so cool. It's cool. Thanks, Alice.
Yeah.
I get to see some cool shit thanks to you. And
You're welcome.
Didn't think I'd ever get to see the inside of this building.
I'm finding my image. She says to you, "Allow yourself to view this image." And Aldous, you know instinctively she's asking you to submit to some form of magic, like an illusion, like she's going to display an image for you, but you have to want to see it. So everyone has to tell me if you just allow yourself to see the illusion, or do you roll a saving throw
Mm.
against the illusion.
I'll definitely allow myself.
Yeah, me too. That's cool. I want to see it.
And Harlow? I could have sworn I uploaded this picture. I'm uploading it right now. Harlow's not there. Is that what's going on?
You gonna willingly submit to the illusion?
I'm here and I'm just like looking at it, but really confused. I didn't give in though, because that's
Cool. So she gets to make a saving throw.
Hold on a sec.
Curious how that goes. I have thought about that myself, but now I'm just like I'm too like caught enwrapped in the moment. I'm like, whoa, look at this place! Like all these cool windows. This is one of the fanciest. All these books, all these people. That golem that was like standing in the middle of the room. I definitely have. I'm awestruck celebrity. Like I'm sure all these people are famous and important. Donovan's trying in vain to put on his best look.
I can't find the picture. So
okay.
You go ahead, continue.
Yeah, I think I was just gonna say I'm like willing to do whatever I need to like be in the Order's good graces, so I don't fight at all.
Donovan's gonna wear his fancy outfit today. He's got his going out pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna strap in. I want to see this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Specifically, so she motions towards this.
Take your time, upload it, dude.
Area in the. Well, I don't even know where I got it from, dude. It's an image of.
Did you save it on your PC?
Yeah.
Well, just pull it up out of your quick stuff.
I think I did. I just typed it into the search field. Nothing's coming. It's just the most fucked up shit. Hold on. Let me just do one more scan.
Take your time. It's cool.
And actually, I got.
I found it. It was under ruined Neverwinter. Damn.
What's that, Harlow?
So that was peer pressure to take it back. I give in.
You give in.
You don't have to. You can resist it.
I was peer pressured.
Okay. So I think I have my image. Let me not be. And she says,
"Oh, I take it back. I don't want to see that. What is that?
Allow yourselves to see this. Vajra Safar displays an image of a damaged Neverwinter for the party to contemplate.
I'll put my hand on Aldis's shoulder as a show of support, remembering the conversation we just had.
So no one rolls the save, do you or do you not?
I'm not. I wanted to see it. Now I regret it, but I wanted to see it. So
she says, "This is what we work tirelessly to combat. Believe it or not, it is sometimes a group of adventurers." And she pauses, looks at you, such as yourselves, who play a part in the grand game.
What happened there?
Oh, that is a story for another time, my young friend. But let me tell you, we do not let our affairs fall into arrears. If it is at all within our power to avoid those unexpected circumstances. Quite to the contrary, we vet all of our information which is available to use through several channels. From the word on the street, and she looks at Donovan, to the cannons which fill our annals, and she looks over at Aldous. And we make sure not to forget to weigh the efforts of tradition into our calculations. And she motions back towards Otto, where Otto is. And she says, we also listen to our hearts. And she looks over at Harlow. Sometimes the hardest questions are answered with the simplest of perspectives. And she pauses after she says that, and she continues to look at Harlow. And then she says, last but not least, we need our operatives to fulfill much of our ground level investigations. In fact, we are lost without them. And she kind of takes a posture that she has just finished speaking. And she looks at the group. Now she's not addressing any one of you. She's addressing the group of you, apparently. And now, if it's okay with you, you'll have to excuse me. And she waits for she nods her head, and she waits for a courtesy nod from each of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I return it for sure.
All right, and then she walks off of that area.
I'm gonna look at Aldous and like make eye contact and be like, "You all right?"
I'm definitely like affected by that image, but I'm definitely like comforted by Donovan and Harlow.
That's so awesome that you shared that shit with us before we went in here. Like that gives this image like a whole new perspective for Donovan and for Harlow, I'm sure. So shit, are we gonna be like heroes of the realms? I'm gonna be a tavern owner and a shitty tavern owner at that. But
well, so Vajra Safar takes her leave, and Okoria turns to the group of you, waiting to. Well, she's just gauging your reaction to the encounter.
Yeah, I think my reaction's definitely like, okay, I'm trying to like steady my breathing. Probably at least visibly concerned and affected by it.
Yeah, fuck, I'm affected by it. That's like some dark shit. It seems like there's some weird coincidence going on. Donovan seeing like shit. I don't know. Weird shit is in the past week. Donovan's life went from that being a petty swindler and a thief to becoming like involved in shit that is way beyond the scope of his understanding. Magic and all this other shit going on outside of the city and inside the city.
Barnabas Blastwind approaches the group of you and says, so, I've ascertained that the halfling over there should be able to speak to creatures about the city. And he like looks at you as if expecting you to confirm or deny that she has that ability. And he looks at you and doesn't say another word, waiting for your response.
Looks at Harlow?
He's actually looking at you guys. He didn't say a word. She didn't say a word to them, and they didn't say a word to her the entire time they inspected her. But when they come back and talk to you, they address you about her.
She just stood there with a smile, and they're like, why isn't she saying anything? That's awesome.
He says, he sees the look in your eyes. He says, yes, very interesting.
Go ahead. Tell him, Harlow. Tell him what you can do. Show him. Show him Chungus. Well, you're Chungus.
She turns into... Well, first she nods. I nod that, yeah, I can talk to animals. But then I turn into a guinea pig just to turn into a guinea pig.
So Okoria says, perhaps you could put your ear to the street, possibly... any of the service animals that have been working in the main concourses. Perhaps you could get their perspective. Any interesting information that might be found in that way. Who knows? And Okoria is kind of asking you, will you do that?
I smile and say sure.
All right. Well, I think we've accomplished a lot here today. And Okora looks like she's pleased with the outcome of everything. And the scowl on her face actually has been relieved a little bit. She looks as delighted as she could possibly be. She does have that permanent thing at the top of her eyebrow and next to her eyes from all the heavy glaring she does at people, but she looks as pleased as she could possibly be, and she motions her hand towards the back down this way. And as she does, the Storm Guardian steps out of the way.
Wow.
We need one of those for a troll skull.
I think it'll take me a while to get to that
Yeah, but when you do,
level.
like a bouncer, one of them is a bouncer. Like, yes, we need one. We have to have one. Donovan's like awestruck by this automaton that she.
Hey, I think I'm ready for a potty break. We want to hit a fiver?
Bio break.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll
Yeah.
I'm dancing, actually. I'll see you in 5.
All right.
Okay.
So everyone exchanges niceties. There's a lot of shaking of hands as the Shield Guardian stands sentinel, waiting for Okoria. And then one by one, everyone takes their leave. And after running a couple of errands in the city, you can get any kind of pack, leather goods. There's plenty of places to pick up something. What did you want, a book cover or something? Something to protect his books?
I would think, like, I don't know. Would you want like a messenger bag style something to hold both of the, because you have what, 2 valuable tomes that you carry with you all the time?
Yeah. I don't know. Messenger or
Backpack.
I'm almost thinking like almost like a crossbody.
Yeah, I love those. They're
like
awesome.
that's like literally just like almost like a weapon holster, but like just for books.
Yeah, I love
Does
that.
that make sense?
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. I love that shit.
And something that's like it's like perfectly fits the 2 books that I have. The Book of Shadows and Material Cultures, a Prehistoric Nethril. So see if we can find something like that.
I did look through Volo's guide. There wasn't anything specifically. Damn.
That was a loud pop.
That was a loud pop. I didn't see anything specific in Volo's guide or in Aurora's. I did see in Aurora's you could get like packs for like, but I would assume like
Hey, we don't use those.
a nice pack.
I'm just kidding.
A nice
You guys
pack.
you guys can manage it well, but I don't have the, those books in there.
I was just using them for prices essentially.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
well.
how much would that sort of thing go?
For something fancy, like leather worked pack, you're probably talking like, for something really fancy, probably like 5 gold, something like that.
Oh, 5 gold. Oh, nothing. I mean, my friend Donovan here, he gave me all the money I need. So I would definitely pay 5 gold.
Yeah, so dude, right? There we go. That's it.
Hey, you earned that money fair and square.
Yeah, you did. You did.
That's true.
And you're going to continue to earn it because now
I hope
it's
so.
me, you, and Harlow until Roland gets
You
sober.
can shop anywhere for this stuff. What part of the city are you in shopping for this stuff? And I'll tell you how much.
Sure.
Steve, how much did you come up with the cost?
Well, a standard pack is a gold piece for a standard quality leather pack, and for
So
something.
where'd you go?
I got that out of
What ward?
Aurora's guide.
Oh, so you went to one of Aurora's stores. They have
Yeah.
stores all over.
But I wanted to
Okay.
look for something.
But what part of town are you like?
The
So right
trades
now,
board?
so right now you're right in the middle, kind of. Here, it's
Yeah,
marked on
I
the
can
map. Does everyone see it? Watchful
Mhm.
order.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there it is. Thank you. We can look right in the castle ward, dude. Let's look around there. There's, I'm sure there's some.
Okay.
That's a decent area. So I know there's an Aurora's in there, but if we can find a good leather worker,
Castle ward. So then that's the cost that you see in Aurora's. That's what you pay. And you have a
Okay.
feeling if you had gone to the North Ward or the Sea Ward and bought the same exact goods, you would have paid probably twice or three times as much.
Oh,
And
wow.
you think also if you were in the Trades Ward or the Dock Ward, similarly, you'd probably pay half as much and get just as good an item. It's just the way it works.
Mhm.
But you never know what you're getting down there. You get knockoffs in the dock ward too.
Oh, you're so like that, aren't you?
Right.
Dock Ward people
Yeah,
down.
you get counterfeit shit.
Remember your
Might get
roots,
shanked.
Donovan?
Yeah, last time I was in the dock ward, I got mugged. They took all my money. I'm afraid to go back to the dock ward.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's stay in the castle ward. Maybe like we're on our way back to Troll Skull, right? So we'd be going. We're already there anyway.
Well, you
Yeah.
shot for the early afternoon. And by the way, the weather actually has taken a tremendous turn. You expect it will be very chilly in the evenings for quite some time, 10 weeks to come, several 10 days periods to come. You expect chilly nights. But today, the weather has turned into just almost perfect weather.
Nice.
And you make your way around in evening time. To Troll Skull Alley.
The field ward is not very far from Troll Skull, actually. Oh.
Oh, I have to get your who's on here. Oh, got everyone on here. Let's get rid of. Can everyone see on this map?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's dark.
Yeah, it's really dark.
Were we at the orders? What is it? It's a tower, or was it like a keep?
It was like both of those words, not exactly each, but both of those words would describe it somewhat well.
It's almost like a church on the inside of it, like the way it was set up with the books on either side, and yeah, I'm guessing that Blackstaff, she's important.
Well, Aldous might be even surprised that you're not aware, but
I mean,
Aldous assures you, yes, the Blackstaff holds a tremendous position in the city of Waterdeep. Charged with overseeing its protection, essentially, he would explain to you. Yes, I would say her position is monumental.
I'm sorry if I overspoke. I'll put my hand on Harlow's shoulder and be like, listen, I'm sorry if I overspoke in there. Sometimes I get caught up in the moment. I don't know when to stop bullshitting people. I have no idea how to run an inn, let alone how to run this investigation into this rooftop assassin. I'm going to be relying on the two of you a lot.
And as you say that, you see out of the corner of your eye, actually everyone roll as Donovan says that, everyone rolls a perception check.
Okay.
Investigation.
Donovan says something about watching for people on the rooftop and motions towards the rooftop.
Can I roll an investigation check?
No.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Aldous. Come on, Harlow.
As Donovan motions towards the rooftops, referencing what they said earlier at the Watchful Order and Magists and Protectors about keeping an eye out for this rooftop assassin.
Mm-hmm.
As he says that, you see someone on the rooftop. It's almost, what I think I just saw someone on the rooftop.
Like my hand, I just like pointed up behind me, and there's like a silhouette.
Yeah.
I don't even see him. Like over there.
I'll lean back towards Donovan and Harlow and whisper. It appears there's a figure on the rooftop.
Just tell me you're not joking.
No, I see it. I see it. I see it clear as day.
Behind me, right or left? My right, your left. My left, your right.
Where do I see it, DM?
You see it so above this building.
So I'll say like behind you.
You saw it just at the edge for a second, and then you saw it move away from the edge.
Oh boy.
Is Harlow back? We lost Harlow for a second here.
Harlow?
I'm back.
Okay. All right. Harlow, did you hear that we just saw that Aldous just noticed somebody on the rooftop to my right? I'm facing Aldous right now. Did you catch that part?
Yeah.
All right. We're close to Troll Skull here, huh?
Yeah, you're right around the corner from it.
All right. This is Troll Skull Alley, right?
Yep. I mean, you're right around the corner from the manor.
Okay.
You're kind of right in the center of Troll Skull. Oh, you're just to the left of the center of the whole alley.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna casually look over my shoulder. I see this wagon, this flat bed wagon here, and then is there like an eave or a gutter hanging off of this roof here?
There's crates right at the base of that. Are you looking for like a?
I'm thinking of a quick way of reaching this roof ledge. Essentially, I'm going to try and parkour.
Yeah, you can walk right up the crate.
I just want to be like turn and like doop up onto that wagon and then launch off of that and try and grab onto a gutter and climb up like the pipe to the top. I'm going to try and get to the top of this roof here as quickly as I can using my acrobatics. If I can do that.
Do it. Roll the acrobatics.
Come on, baby.
And check your distance,
Right now, I don't see the grid, but so without the grid, what do we do? Snap to center? Yeah. That's 20 feet. 30 feet puts me on the rooftop. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Right
How
there.
do you do that?
If you go to the fourth icon down on the left there, it says snap to center, and then you click on your token and just hold the left clicker down, and then move your mouse, and it'll give you distance.
Cool.
So I'm gonna try and go from where I'm at right to like on to near where Aldous was saying. I'm gonna guess it was like here. So I'm gonna shoot forward onto this wagon, jump up onto it, and then leap from the wagon to a gutter pipe here, and then try and use my feet to push myself up as quickly as I can and vault up onto the roof here to get a better look.
Okay.
Sound
I
good?
think, and as Donovan's doing that, I'm sort of observing him and the roof where he's going onto, trying to keep my eye out for any movement.
Cool.
And I'll say, as I'm moving, I'm going to say, "Come on, Harlow." I know she can probably follow me somehow with one of her
gonna move you on. Hold on a
Okay.
second.
Oh, scary music. Wait, can I roll my
So you
acrobatics
see
check?
Donovan slip into the dark. Yeah, roll that. Yeah.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh yeah. Masterfully,
Finally.
Donovan scales the side of this building.
Where were those last time?
There you go. That's when it matters. Doop, doop,
Oh my
doop.
God.
Grab the gutter. Poof it up. I'm not good at much, but I'm good at this.
Yeah. I'm not sure I should even like try getting up there because my acrobatics are like not good. So would it make sense to stay
I'm hoping.
here?
Yeah. Donovan doesn't expect.
Okay.
Harlow might be able to come up if she were able to change form. I don't know what she can change into. She might be able to actually do better than me as far as getting up high. Can you, Harlow?
I'm trying to think like what could I turn into that isn't something that flies or anything.
A squirrel.
Sure, I could turn into a squirrel.
They climb pretty easily.
They do.
DM, can we argue that I've seen a squirrel before?
Of course, you've seen a squirrel.
Cool. So I turn into a squirrel and climb up there with Donovan.
Love squirrels.
Squirrels are nice.
Your best friend used to be a squirrel.
Makes sense.
Whatever happened to old Squirrely?
I don't know.
Hello, whatever happened to old Squirrely?
His name wasn't
I don't know, I think he died in the
Squirrely.
war.
His name was Rocky.
He died in the gutter? Is that what you said? I don't know. I think he died in the gutter.
Oh, so sad.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
As soon as I get to the top of the, I'm gonna look in both directions and see if I
You're
can.
not following them up there.
I don't.
What are
I
you
mean,
gonna
I
do?
can
Yeah,
try.
you can try,
No,
dude.
you don't have to. You don't have to follow them up there. You don't want to. But what are you gonna do? You
I guess
stand
the
right
question
there?
is. I guess the question is, if Donovan's up on the roof, can I still see him?
Well, you'll have to.
Like,
You'll have to see. You want me to put you up on the roof? You want to climb up onto the roof? Maybe you'll see what he's seeing if you go up there.
Oh, you can do it.
yeah,
Come
I'll
on,
try. I'll try. I'll try.
You got it.
I'll-
You got this.
I'll follow the same. I'll follow the same route that Donovan did. Should I do acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do it in athletics. That makes sense.
Okay.
So now you're up there, but let's see how it went. Roll the athletics.
I don't think it's gonna be very good.
It's okay. Come on, come on. Ooh.
Oh,
He's like on the edge.
Make a dexterity check.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Donovan, you look back, and Albus is hanging by his fingertips
No.
on the ledge of this roof.
Oh, dude.
But then he pulls himself right up onto the was not real great.
That was close. That was close. That's it. Come on, Alice. Harlow, quickly. I'll shout down.
I sort of like I'm exhausted by the time I get up there, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is not what I wanted to do today. I'm like sweating.
Awesome.
Adventuring.
I'm not an active person.
Donovan's like, this is where I shine.
All right, Donovan, I think you can see right at the edge of your vision your quarry. And you see it take what you assume to be the edge of the roof that the figure is on. You assume it's about to try to jump this alley, and it does. The little you can see, you figure that figure is getting a running start right now.
No! Stop, killer! I'm gonna rush forward in the direction of that form. I won't wait for my companions. I'm gonna run.
Could I? Okay. Is it possible for me to like run as well and use lightning lure to like pull her towards me? I'm not sure if it is because my speed's 30 and it has to be within 15 yards.
That's what's
15
15
yards
what's 15
is-
yards in feet?
45 feet.
Or it has to be 15 feet. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I said yards.
From you to the form, it's 70
Yeah,
feet.
it's not close enough. Yeah, that would be so cool if I could do that.
That would be cool. Yeah, don't give up, Albus. Go on. You can still run. He might not make it across the alley there.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Forgot to do this.
Uh-oh. Oh, Harlow dropped out again.
Oh no.
You back, Harlow? Harlow. Can't hear you, Harlow. Your voice is frozen.
Oh shit!
Great music.
I'm gonna have to whisper these rolls.
You there, Harlow?
You don't still see the turn.
No, it's gone.
Oh. Okay. All right. So you see this figure, and you hear kind of the noise it makes when someone picks up something really heavy, and you assume it's the sound of the person jumping from roof to roof.
No, fuck that. I'm running. I'm going after him.
Your move.
I would follow Donovan, but I'm still sort of winded, so I do one of those things where I'm like, go at it.
Oh shit. I'm only gonna be able to reach that roof, the edge of where that person was, even with my bonus action. But I'm gonna do it.
I mean, I could also like try to use chill touch, because I mean it's set. I don't know exactly what it means when it says until. So
What's the range?
It's 120 feet.
Yeah. You might be able to do that. Yeah.
It's on a hit, the target takes whatever damage. Can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target. So I don't know if that means it's holding it in place or if it's just I'm not exactly sure if that's what it means.
No, I think it just clings to it and does damage.
Yeah.
Right.
So it can probably still run with it, but it would potentially weaken or slow it down. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, I could try doing that. I mean,
yeah. At this point, I'm gonna try and catch this. Can I move?
Yep.
Wait, should we roll initiatives here?
Yes.
All right, so highlight your token, and then roll initiative. Ugh. There you go. Good job, Aldous.
Donovan, roll a perception check.
Perception, not investigation? My perception's...
Yeah, roll investigation.
All right, there you go. Here it is. 20.
That form that you just saw at the edge of the shadows, that didn't look familiar.
It did or didn't?
It did.
oh no. Is it
Is it the form I saw in the stagecoach?
I feel like it fits the bill.
Was it a slender, smaller form that I saw, like turn and run?
It doesn't seem slender, definitely athletic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cloak involved, so there's not really telling about slender,
Right.
but even more than that, something else. The way it moves, you're just not sure. But what you are sure of, you recognized it somewhere else. Yeah, it probably is that you saw. Maybe it was that character in the coach the other day, or maybe it was. since you rolled a 20. Maybe it was that form that was on top of the building across from the...
Oh, shit. The first night. The one that fired the arrow.
Now you're starting to put it together. You've seen this.
Oh,
And
I
now,
remember.
You think of it that night when the Black Viper was at the crime scene investigation involving the City Watch, and apparently in cahoots with them to some extent. And now with your 20 investigation, you're suspecting that this might be that person.
She keeps. Why would she be killing people though? Maybe she's not. Maybe I'm gonna go after.
Anyway, the figure jumps over onto the other building. You hear it with a loud bang, as if there's a tin roof on the next building. Yes. Do you follow?
I am gonna follow as quickly as I can.
Move your character the appropriate distance.
With my bonus action, I can only reach. Well, I'm right here, so I can move. I think with my bonus action, 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can.
So I can only. I'm gonna stop here at 50, so that I can. Well, actually, can I use my cunning action to... Cunning action. Starting at second level, your quick thinking and agility allow you to move and act quickly. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. This action can be used only to dash, disengage, or hide. So, can I make this one long run and then hope that I can make that same leap and go for the other roof?
Only if it's within the maximum distance. Now, are you taking into consideration the dash action?
What's dash give you?
When you take a dash action, you gain extra movement for the current turn.
So much...
It's your action, though. The increase equals your speed after applying any modifiers. With a speed of 30 feet, for example, you can move up to 60 feet.
Okay. So I can.
Move, then you dash.
I'm going to dash to the edge and then use my cunning action to leap.
Let me read the rest of it just to round it out, since we're on dash right now.
Mm-hmm.
Any increase or decrease to your speed changes this additional movement by the same amount. If your speed of 30 feet is reduced to 15 feet, for instance, you can move up to 30 feet this turn if you dash. Just to give you the whole rule. Mm-hmm. So you're saying you get your regular movement, then you get your dash, which doubles it, and then what do you have on top of that?
I put my cunning action in the chat. It said this action can be used only to take the dash, disengage, or hide action. I don't know if that would give me an additional action, because it says this action can be used only to take the dash. But don't you get that anyway as your bonus action? Like, anybody can dash, right?
Yeah, but it's a bonus action. So your dash. Now, I don't know if there's a rule that says you can't do dash twice. I don't think there is, actually. But so what's happening here is you get a movement, you get an action. So that's what you've done so far. Now, cunning action is a bonus movement, so it would go on top of it. That's my take on it. So I think you would get another 30 feet.
If that's the case, then I'm going to run.
Figure out that that's not it, and maybe everyone can look at it or something on off time or something. We'll go with that. It seems
to make sense.
All right.
Yeah, well,
because essentially this is like you normally have one action. Cunning action allows you to take a second action.
That's
you're choosing to do dash as your second action.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to try and use that second action to leap across this same alley that this figure did. I'm not expecting to catch that figure. I'm just trying to keep up, essentially.
Hey, just so you know, every round I roll for rooftop chase complications. And so far, over 2 rounds, there have been no complications as a result of that. It whispers it to me. I would show it to you, but it's I don't know how to set it up. But I'm telling you because it's just kind of funny. Mm-hmm. It makes it interesting. And if it's only interesting for me, then it's not that interesting. So I wanted to share it. All right, so you are dashing, and you are using your cunning action.
Yep. So I can
Dash
dash.
yet again.
I can dash to here, and then I'm going to use my cunning action to leap almost blindly across, from here to whatever is across
Make an athletics check.
Acrobatics?
Yes, right?
Yeah, acrobatics, dude. Come on. Oh, well, 13. That's not horrible.
5's not great, but 13. I mean, you get such pluses.
That's because that's one of my special. Acrobatics and persuasion are my two.
Well, let's just say because you rolled a 5, right as you get to the edge of the roof, you're like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. And then your body, just because it's in motion, you just take the jump, and miraculously you land on the other side.
Damn. Holy shit. Am I like clawing to get up? I saw her. I saw it run. She was here. Shit.
Oh my god.
I'm like struggling to fight my way up.
Aldous and Harlow, what are you doing? You see Donovan again disappear into the darkness, running across these rooftops.
Oh god. I guess I will also dash. I can't take a second action, so I will move and then dash. So that's 60 feet, which I guess will put me at the ledge.
Yep.
Around. Can I just manually do it?
What you do is you left click it, but keep the left click down, drag it.
Oh, okay. On the snap to center.
Yep.
And I don't know what you mean by snap to center.
There you go. Yep, that's it. There you go.
You can measure it that way,
So
and then
there.
just
yeah.
Okay.
And then if you want to turn a corner, you can right click, and it'll measure that, and then it'll start another line going in another direction.
Oh, okay.
But keep the left click engaged, I think, is the idea.
Oh, there you go. I just did
Okay.
it. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
All right,
Alice.
that's
Alice.
his turn.
Come on, Harlow. Come on, squirrel. You can run. Make a flying. You should be a flying squirrel. So you can jump across. Or a bat. Oh.
I can't do anything that flies, but
Oh shit. At higher levels.
the flying squirrels technically fly though. I feel like they jump, so I feel like I should be able to do a flying squirrel.
They glide. Yeah, it's like.
Loophole.
There you go. Rule loophole.
So
Well,
why am I even sure?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not even sure if I'm on the rooftop or not, just because
You're on the roof. Oh, do I have to put you up? There you go. You're up there now.
Yay. Can I?
Roll an athletics. Are you trying to keep up with them?
Yeah.
All right. So, you don't have any special athletic abilities, right? Just roll an athletics check.
Even if I'm a flying squirrel.
It's just going to help you once you get to here.
That's a good point, Harlow.
Sorry, my character sheet's taking 90 years to load.
Sorry, our ship moved so slow.
I'm like the Joker. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do if I catch her.
Well, also, I can't even see her, so that's an issue.
Yeah.
But,
I can't either now. But...
if it is who we think it is, I don't want to hurt her, so...
Well, I don't know yet. I mean, I'm assuming that it's a she, but she's been helpful. I'm hoping at some point that if we do catch up, that Donovan's first reaction is never one to attack, so it'd be more like more of a capture kind of thing, and
right.
Because I'm a pussy, so I can't do anything.
Yeah.
She would kick. Yeah, I'm sure that she or he would be able to probably beat my ass. So
right.
Donovan already assuming his superiority.
I'm almost fearful, but I feel like I gotta go after her. Boy, I
Yeah.
forgot.
They did pretty ballsy.
If it's the Viper, and I'm thinking it's the Viper, if it is, I'm hoping that perhaps she, or I think it's a she. I'm hoping she'll at least respect the effort and not kill me if I get close enough. And then, but you guys are right there. You're not.
Well, okay, so like I have awakened mind, which allows me to telepathically communicate with any creature within 30 feet. So if I get within 30 feet,
Ooh, yeah, that'd be good.
And I have telepathy too, so we can.
Oh, you can both do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, because I can't do any of that shit. All I can do is some parkour shit.
Yeah.
I don't have any special abilities outside of that. So you just saw my special ability. That's all I got.
yeah.
Oh, and I do have second story work. Oh, I should have thrown that out there.
What's this?
I gotta put this. I'm putting this in the chat for you, DM. I totally forgot I had this.
Hear my cool music?
I love your music.
Yeah.
I just put something else in the chat that you should see, DM. I forgot I had.
Story work. I took that into consideration when you had no modifier to your getting up the side of that building.
I figured. The cool thing is in addition, when you make a running jump, the distance you cover is equal to the number of feet. When you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by the number of feet equal to your dexterity modifier, which for me is 4.
Oh, so getting across the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So essentially, I can leap an additional 4 feet, with a running start. So that's pretty cool. Which explains why I didn't pancake on.
Oh, I'm glad you brought it up, because I was just thinking of it doesn't cost you extra. I wasn't thinking about that you can jump further, so that's very cool. We'll have to get specific about that. But anyway, you're in the middle of a rooftop chase. This better move on here.
Well, Harlow gets to move. Where's she going? And then Aldous gets to move, and then I get to move.
Okay.
Harlow, make a dexterity check. She's not there.
Yeah, you're there, aren't you, Harlow?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't hear you. Make a dexterity check.
I am waiting for my character sheet to load.
Oh. Did you roll? You rolled an athletics, a 5. Well, you have no problem running down this roof, but it looks very precarious. So you move much slower than the other two. So Donovan, you can roll that whenever you want, Harlow. But in the meantime, we're going to move on. Donovan, the figure went out of your sight. And, actually, I have a couple of perspective pictures.
Oh, yeah, Harlow. Good job.
Oh, so from up here, check this out.
What?
These are the kind of roofs
Oh, they're steep.
they are
Yeah.
steep, yes. And this is what you see as you look.
Oh, that's like frightening.
Yeah, it's like really precarious.
Yes. Well, Donovan's been doing it for a while, so that's an awesome picture.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to be up here. Oh my god.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hurt if you fall. I'll shout back over my shoulder at the others. Take your time. Be safe. I don't want them to. I don't want anyone to break their neck.
So Donovan, you see a greenhouse. Do you see that building in front of you?
Yep.
That structure?
Yeah, right here.
That's all glass with metal framing around it. And you see, and you've heard there's an herbalist or something in Trollskull Alley, and you're obviously running over a gigantic rooftop greenhouse.
Well, Donovan's gonna if the Viper can do it, Donovan's gonna try and do it.
Well, move your character and
Can I do?
2 feet and make a dexterity.
I'm gonna
check.
do the. I'm gonna do the dash, and I'm gonna try and get to here. See where I'm at?
Yep.
I will when I reach this glass, this greenhouse. I'm gonna try and stay on the support beams. I'm not gonna run across the glass. You know what I mean? I'm assuming that that's what the Viper did. So I will go after using my second story. Well, I don't have to jump yet. So acrobatics.
Yep.
Come on. 15.
15.
Again, it's yeah, you took to the rooftops as a child, but it's been a couple of years, and like your role is a 7, but you've gained such skills of just roaming the city that ultimately your 15 shines through, and you have no complications making your way.
It might not be pretty, but
You didn't move your character.
dude, Donovan, that's one of my. I have expertise in acrobatics and persuasion. That's why I took acrobatics and persuasion as my
Right.
So those are
You're
my.
waiting for this moment.
That's exactly what I was trying to do. For some reason, I can't move my character.
Oh, let me check. It's probably on the because there's dynamic lighting and you can't move past it. Let me just try to move it. So you want to go
So I should
Right
be able.
here?
I should be able to go from here to here. Yeah, there. Oh shit! I hope I can catch. I might not be able to catch up. I can see like arms out on either side, like running across that
Here.
greenhouse.
You hear heavy footsteps on top of metal roofs. In between, like these roofs are all different. Some of them are like tin roofs, another one is thatch, another one is shingles, and you hear the different footfalls.
Stop!
If you knew the neighborhood better, you'd probably be able to tell exactly which building she was on just based on the roofing material, but you're not that familiar yet.
Viper, stop! I'll take a risk and say the name. Viper, stop! As
And you do hear thump, 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 tink, tink, couple of different materials. The figure is stomping on as they go over this roof. Aldous, are you trying to keep up?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Careful, Aldous. Oh, shit.
Are we taking the turn order or?
Yeah, because you kind of jumped. You jumped over
Oh,
Aldous
Harlow.
there.
Oh no, yeah, yeah, definitely keep it going.
I would say do Aldous and then start again with Harlow.
I don't think Harlow ever rolled her.
She did.
Oh, she did.
She
Dexterity
did.
check.
Yep, she made it.
So she can move up. If she's trying to keep up, she can move up her 30 and dash for 60. Is that her? Wait, let me just double check her move. Character sheet move. Speed 25. She's actually a little less. So 25, 50 she can do with a dash. Is that what you want to do? I'll move you the 50 if you want to move
Yeah,
up.
I want to move.
All right, you're right in front. You see Aldous, actually, he's probably moved past you at this point, but you're following right behind him.
Okay. So I'll do the same. But I'm going 60 with the dash as my action.
And now this is a jump. You're going to jump over
Yeah.
to the next building.
I mean,
We're going to need a dexterity roll.
how far is the jump?
Oh, my, it looks like forever.
It's gotta be.
Oh
It's gotta be
God!
at least.
See, I don't
it's gotta be at
know.
least
I don't
10.
How
want
did
to like.
Donovan
I'm gonna
even
die.
do that?
I'm gonna die.
Donovan's
Okay,
a total stud for doing that.
I'm not gonna die if I fall, right? So I'm just gonna try.
You're a hero, Aldous. Don't forget.
Yeah, but I'm not a jock.
Steve, what's the fall damage? I think you literally would take like 1 hit point, maybe
Oh, okay.
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like per 10 feet. I think it's.
You should consider your metagame, innate constitution, because you can do simple stuff like that and not get, even if you fell off a building, you're not going to die.
I'm like, I'm a warlock.
But that's why.
And I'm gonna die when I fall.
No, it's great. It's great. He's super powerful, but he's like, oh.
I'm like frail. I'm a frail boy.
I hear you. Jumping off of a building is no joke. Yeah. That shit's smart.
Should I do what check should I do for that?
Roll a dexterity check unless you have acrobatics. Yeah, hit that.
Okay.
It's a D6 per 10 feet. That's how much damage you could take. So if that's
that is a good amount, actually.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
You're talking 10 feet here, so this is a 1-story to a 1-story.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he makes it.
Yeah.
So you got 60 feet of move, is it?
Okay. Yeah. Or it's 60. It's 60.
At a dash. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Alice. That's the shit.
Okay, now I can see Donovan.
Donovan's like, you can do it.
Harlow, are you making the jump? You just see Aldous jump over from this building to the next over an alley.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Come on, Harlow.
All right, roll that athletics check.
Should I roll acrobatics because everyone else did acrobatics?
Yeah, do that. That's fine.
Whichever one's better.
Whatever's better.
Probably acrobatics.
Yeah, dex or strength.
Yo, there's a bunch of noise in the background. Yo, just leave your character sheet up. Are you waiting for it to load?
No, I'm hitting the button to couldn't find acrobatics for a sec there.
Oh. All right, now roll a dexterity check.
Oh shit! Do we have inspiration? I don't have it on my sheet.
Come on, Harlow!
But Dad, I'm a flying squirrel, so like, do I actually have to do checks?
She can glide.
I can glide. It's not flying.
Squirrels, you probably won't fall for the full damage. You just didn't glide the whole way across. If you don't make it. Did you roll a dex save? Oh.
Yeah, got a 7.
You catch yourself.
Yay.
So, let's see here. 40, 50 feet. I think that's with your dash.
So it slows her up a bit.
She's good. She's right up there with Aldous.
Alright.
And Donovan, it's your turn again.
I'm going to rush forward in this direction. Viper, stop!
Or wait, did I skip Aldous? Was it supposed to be Aldous?
You know, it should start with Harlow. You just did the two of them out of order.
So now it's Aldous' turn.
Okay,
it's mine again. Yeah, because I was just sort of like, I know we were sort of out of turn, so I like.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
dude.
So I'll go again.
Wishy-washy tonight.
Watch out for the greenhouse. Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't want to fall through. Yeah, I mean, how far can I see the figure at all?
No.
I can't. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna dash. Well, you know what? First, I'm gonna move 30 feet first.
Okay.
And
Oh, I got you to the other roof.
I'll move 30. Oh wait, how do I?
Oh, you have
Just
to click. You have to go back up and click on the arrow at the very top where it says select move. That's how
Okay.
That's how
So
you,
like here.
How you move your token. Yeah.
Okay. So I still can't see the figure. So I'm gonna just dash again then. I
Donovan's
guess.
looking in a very particular direction. He's headed in a very particular direction.
Okay. Yeah.
He,
So I'll
you know where it last went. He's got an audible read on its movement.
Yeah. So I'll dash as my action. And that's it.
All right. Donovan, you're up.
Dash, run in this direction.
Okay.
60 feet. I can move. I can move to here.
Just so you know, the figure was headed in this direction.
Oh,
Can you see my thing?
yeah. Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Then,
No, I might not have indicated it.
uh,
You just saw Aldous go in that direction, so you
Oh, God, I totally went into
so
the wrong.
in this direction.
Wait. do an investigation roll. since you have that.
I'll shout at Aldous like, no, this way, and then I'll
Well, it
take.
might work out. It might work out. Maybe you'll
Oh, wait, what do you want me to roll?
roll an investigation check.
It didn't work out.
All right, you're not sure. Maybe she did go the way Aldous is going.
I'm gonna stop because you said I could hear like footsteps. I'm gonna
Now
listen
you're guessing yourself.
and focus on the sound. Can I roll investigation? Come on.
You hear no sound.
Oh my God.
Go that way, Aldous. I'm going this way. I'll point
Okay.
like up towards this direction, up towards the north or the northern end if we're looking, 12 o'clock, and I'm going to go towards 3 o'clock.
Okay. I'll keep pursuing that direction.
So I can go 60 feet. So I can go to here. Is there any alleys between me and that spot? I can't. I can't.
Yeah. No, nothing you have to jump. I mean, there's spaces, but they're very close. You can see it's representative.
I'm stuck here.
Oh.
And I can move from where I was to. Oh shit. Yeah, I could move from here to. I can actually move to here, a little bit further.
All right, you move to where I put you, and then
I see something.
roll a perception check.
I see something. Investigation.
Sure.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, son of a bitch. 7.
And all of a sudden, right next to you, as if the figure was hiding only feet away.
Oh my God.
Oh, clicked on the wrong one. You see the figure in the moonlight. And
Wait. I'll like reach my hands out. Both. No weapon in either hand.
she takes off.
Fuck. I'll follow. Aldous, this
Roll it.
way!
Roll an initiative roll.
I'll shout to my companions. Aldous! Harlow, this way!
What do you want to do? Do you want to grab? There's a grab.
Yeah, I'll try and snag.
Here, let me look
Try
at
and
grab.
tackle her. I can look at it too.
Actions on your turn.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn on my light here.
Oh no, it's on under comp. Melee attacks. I think grab. Opportunity grappling. When you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. The target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger, blah, blah, blah. Using at least one free hand, you try to seize the target by making a grapple check instead of an attack roll. So you use your attack action. Oh, roll a strength. Using at least one free hand, you try to seize the target by making a grapple check instead of attack roll. A strength athletics check contested by the target's strength.
Or
Dexterity check. The target chooses the ability to use.
I'm definitely using my dexterity check, my acrobatics.
Well, wait, the target chooses the ability to use.
No, Yeah, I get to choose my dexterity, and then they get to pick whatever one's better for them. Their
Oh, I
strength or
see.
dexterity.
Okay, I didn't get that. You succeed automatically if the target is incapacitated. If you succeed, you subject the target to the grappled condition. The condition specifies things that end it, and you can release the target whenever you like. No action required. You have an opportunity to do that, so if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm totally going to do it. I'm going to try and use my dexterity to try and grab her. So she was laying quietly, kind of in a dip between the roofs, trying not to get noticed. And when I came up, she decided to try and run.
Yeah.
All right. Then in that case, I'm just going to make a dive, both hands out, trying to grab her by the feet or cloak. Roll a dexterity acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Yes.
All right, grappled condition. Let's look up grappled.
Oh, shit, I shut the book.
26. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, that's best
Right when you needed it.
I definitely needed it, although... So, escaping a grapple. The grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must succeed on a strength or an acrobatics check contested by my strength check. So now it's strength, which is not good for us, guys. So she gets to pick whether she rolls strength or dexterity, and then I have to roll a strength check, because that's what...
Did you see that roll?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, roll it.
Yeah! Aldous! Harlow! This way! I'll keep shouting and pulling. Stop struggling! We're not here to kill you.
Let go of me! And you feel a boot hit you in the gut, but it has no net effect other than to annoy you and prove that
I'm not trying to hurt you.
Not willing to submit so quickly.
I just want to speak to you. I'll try and reassure. Can I use persuasion as my companions are rushing forward? Just try. We mean you no harm. I just want to talk to you. I know you're not the assassin we seek.
Roll a perception check. Not investigation. Roll your regular perception.
13.
You smell a familiar perfume.
Huh? Oh my god, did I have sex with this prostitute before?
What?
Wasn't there a line when in the carriage about the smell? Or maybe I'm making that up.
No, there was something about a perfume. Somebody had something that was a perfume. Oh, shit. I'll comb my memory while Aldous and I guess is it Aldous' turn and Harlow's turn?
I think it's technically Harlow.
Yeah.
We lost Harlow.
So should I go? Oh.
She's back. Yeah, you can go. Let's just keep it moving.
Okay.
She's just gonna...
You back, Harlow?
Yay, are you back? Can't hear you.
Her Wi-Fi is
Oh,
balls.
sorry, honey.
Wait, can you hear her?
No. I was just saying, I assume she can hear us, but we can't hear her.
You're just saying you're sorry.
Come on, Harlow. All right, yeah, just go with Aldous.
Don't hear it on.
Trying to figure out
No,
this.
you got it. You can go 60.
Oh, see now.
Oh, you can
there.
get almost to me, yeah. Actually,
Yeah?
you're being... You can actually get further, dude. Do from the edge of your circle. Like the 6 o'clock on your token. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Get a little...
okay.
Squeeze that shit for the extra. You want to get that extra couple of feet. There you go.
Right there.
Yeah. So you're right by that chimney.
Okay.
And that's
yeah, it's hard.
That's with your
It's hard to
dash.
like remember where it is to move it. But is it like it's like oh yeah, I can't move it. Oh, like
yeah.
right here.
Go back to the select.
Oh, do I have to move it?
Oh, maybe.
I
don't know.
was able to move it around here.
Can you go up?
Yeah.
Go up to the arrow on the top.
Once you get to the edge of a dynamic lighting piece, then I think I have to move it for you. Where are you trying to go? Can you indicate?
Like right at the chimney.
Yeah, he's right.
Like right here.
This chimney right here that I'm highlighting. Yep, that's where it would be.
Oh, okay.
You back, Harlow?
Oh.
Should I do a quick reconnect and see if I can... Actually, why don't you do a quick reconnect, Dungeon Master, and
Okay.
see if that brings her back in. You can still hear me, right, Aldous?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Good job, dude. Keep it up. That's the shit. You're totally out of your element. You're like running across steep rooftops.
In my heavy robes, my woolen robes.
It's great. That's awesome. You there, Harlow?
I can see a sliver of this person.
I'm like wrestling with her in this crease right here. Harlow. Hit reconnect, Harlow. The quick reconnect. She did it. She can hear us. There she is.
Oh.
Hey.
There she is. All right, Harlow. So she gets to move, right?
Yep.
Can you hear Harlow, Dungeon Master?
I did earlier.
Can you hear her right now?
She's not talking right now. Are you talking, honey?
I wasn't, but now I am.
Okay, there you go.
There
Yeah, I
she
hear it
is.
clear. Very clear.
Cool.
Very clearly.
Cool. So she should.
All right, Harlow, your move. There you go.
She can
You
go.
can go 50 feet.
50.
Do I not have to roll anymore?
Does she
Yeah,
have
you'll
a?
have to roll a dexterity check. But move yourself 50 feet and then roll a dexterity check.
There's 50 feet right there.
Oh, here, I'll move you up. Maybe you can't move all the way.
She could run right across that glass without having to.
So there, you're 50 now.
She had a bonus action, or does that count as her bonus?
Yeah, I think that's it. She just has the dash. You guys have... Wait, what were you using?
I was using cunning action.
Yeah, that's why you caught up so fast.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Actually, the reason you caught up so fast is she decided to hide and see if you were going to run past. Apparently, was what transpired. So this figure that you think is the Black Viper is wiggling in your grasp. I'm going to have you make a strength check.
Come on.
A contested strength check.
Stop, woman. She can use strength or dexterity. I have to use strength. Stop. I don't want to. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'll keep controlling.
Almost in response to you calling her woman, another foot comes out and hits you in the gut.
You smell like a woman. Sorry.
Sorry. You smell like a woman. Sorry.
I'll like, even though I'm pretty close to Donovan, I'll sort of shout as much as Aldous shouts. He's not really a shouter. He's like, I don't think this is the time for gendered language.
You're right. Rolling around on the roof in the dark. You're right. It's totally not. Oh, shit. All right. So I'm going to try and hold on. Should I roll a strength check?
Yes.
Fuck.
You can do it.
Yeah. Not horrible.
Could be worse. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You are completely overpowering this target.
I'm getting. I'm getting. I don't want to.
Moving side to side, trying to wriggle free of your. You're like holding the figure by its cloak on the shoulders. It's wriggling side to side, kicking its feet. Looks like it's rearing its foot back again to give you another kick to the midriff.
Can I say something to her? To him? Her? I
Of
don't
course. They. Come on.
care. Hey, I'm gonna say something like, keep
Can I
struggling.
say something to Bay?
Keep
Them.
Yeah, see?
keep struggling, and this will end badly for both of us. I'll click the. I'll cock the pistol still in my belt. Just want to talk to you. Trying to reassure. Can I use my persuasion?
Yes.
Wow.
Natural 20. Nat.
Donovan, you know that little box you have?
Between my legs.
No, the box.
Sorry.
What the hell?
Oh, sorry.
The box I gave you at the beginning of the campaign, with wrapped in
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. I have it.
mystery. You can open that. And as you open it, discarded like so much rubble in your room. Tossing my prop.
Oh
Should be
shit!
front and center. And this figure says, "What do you want to say,
Wow.
Donovan?
You
What
know,
do you have to say, Donovan?"
She knows you by name.
stop. You know we mean you no harm. You're probably seeking the same assassin we are.
I seek no assassin.
Wait. Now I'm baffled.
Unhand me, you cad.
I will. We want to speak to you. Why are you following us? You were in the couch the other day. We brought you the potions. You didn't want to face us. Why?
Yes, those potions that were poisoned. Thanks a lot for that.
I didn't try them. That was not my going. We just.
You know what? I gotta take a pee break. I'm dancing again.
Okay. All right. We'll break right
Old guy
there.
syndrome.
All right.
Sorry.
That's cool.
No, it's okay.
I'll do the same thing. Pause. Yeah, I guess I'm like touching her at this point.
Mhm.
Well, you're grappling her. Yeah.
I want to let you up. Stop trying to kick me. I'll say to her, using that last persuasion roll. Does she show any signs of stop being aggressive?
Yeah. As soon as she said, "What do you have to say, Donovan?"
I'll let her go. I'll stand
And you know
up.
that you know who this person is.
Yeah, what does the voice
Other
sound
than
familiar?
being the Black Viper.
I want to listen to the. I want to pay close
Yeah.
attention.
Now
to
you put it. Now you've put it completely together. Now, if you leave that unspoken, that's up to you. But you know more about this person than.
I will whisper it to me in the chat, and I'll.
Well, that thing you opened up. Read the package.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't. You told me not to read it.
No, read it now. Now's the reveal. Recognize the name?
Oh shit! What?
Yes.
I'll let her go, and step back.
And she dusts herself off, whips her cape around as if to like brush off the wrinkling you did.
I'll sit down and take a deep breath. Shit. Was all that really necessary, Viper?
Well, obviously, I thought it was. Was all this necessary, Donovan?
This is Aldous. The squirrel who is probably hopped up on my shoulder at this point.
Pleasure, I'm sure. And she
I'll stroke Harlow's head in her squirrel form.
does the proper introduction, but you know, the abbreviated. This is odd doing this little curtsy on top of a roof in the dark.
Well, at least we know our conversation's private.
I'll sort of chime in and say something to the effect of like, we know that you've been misrepresented in the papers. What they say you've been up to isn't exactly the reality of the situation, is it?
Oh, you're quite the sleuth, aren't you? She says. And now
I do a lot of reading.
well, who's not to say that I put stories out there that I want people to think are the truth.
We all want the same thing here. The betterment of the city.
And Donovan, you've heard, and I guess Aldous has heard too, even conflicting stories. Like the Black Viper is like 100 and whatever year old story about, it could be even a fictitious character for all, really. So there's no real truth here. Like someone's like, if she's like saying she's the Black Viper and leaving a calling card to that extent. Anyway, this is what's rolling around in your head as you stand in front of this person. And she motions over in the direction over here and says, so Trollskull Manor is yours now, huh?
It's ours. I'll motion at Harlow and Aldous. We want to clean up this place. I'll point over it. Look at the holes in the roof of Trollskull. It's awesome. Yeah, it's ours. Whoops. There it is. Oh, old school D&D map.
This is a little more appropriate. Or let's just say now, the lights, you know that the lights in Trollskull Manor are all magical, and they're set to go on at a certain darkness in the sky, and now that illuminates the area for you. Everyone can see the complete map now, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Why are you skulking about on these rooftops? You know what? I'm gonna tell my companions anyway. Why are you skulking about on these rooftops, Lady Esfel?
I was following you.
Following us? Why would you follow us?
I told you, the potions you delivered to me the other day, yesterday, were poisoned.
Oh.
Nearly destroyed a dinner party I was attending. I had certain plans.
Shit. Well, that wasn't our intention. I was simply following direction. I was offered a courier job and took it.
Good thing I smelled it before I ingested it. But it certainly foiled my plan for the evening. Weeks of preparation, mind you.
Well,
So you knew nothing. You knew nothing of the. Hey, roll a charisma check.
Persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion. That's fine.
Yeah. Ugh. That's not so good. Listen, we didn't know anything about these poison. All we were told was for what was it? 20 gold apiece. We would deliver this item to the person in a woman in a purple cloak at the feet of the God Catcher statue, and it wasn't without its
parcel the whole time. So possibly someone switched them out while it was in your possession.
No, whatever was given to you was given to us by Schemo at Weird Bottles.
Someone tainted it, pulling a prank, possibly one of your friends, and she motions like left and right to.
I'll try to like implore her that I'll say something to the effect of, if you have a gripe with somebody, It's not with us. It's with Schemo, or who he works for.
It is what I suspected, yes.
Are you at war with Xanathar or the Zentarim? Or both?
What?
Xanathar's guild or the Zentarim. Are you at war with either or both of those guilds?
Oh, please, no. I don't involve myself in such gang affairs. If anything, I'm on the opposition to such things.
Well, what was delivered to you was what was given to us by Schemo. They never left my possession from the time we left Weird Bottles to the time we met you at the carriage. And it wasn't without issue. Poor Harlow, and I'll motion at the squirrel sitting next to me. Poor Harlow was nearly killed by one of the bugbears that was sent to stop us, or at least I assume they were sent to stop us.
Roll another charisma check.
Ooh. Persuasion?
Yeah.
Come on, motherfucker. That's better. 15.
She says, I believe you. It probably was Schemo. And don't think I won't bring it up with Dave. I'll start some myself.
You work with Davel?
We know of each other.
I know Davel as well.
I know you do.
I assumed as much. So what does this leave us? Listen, we all want the betterment of this place. I'm assuming you want the bettership of Waterdeep, the city itself, and these neighborhoods. If are any of the stories about you assisting the poor with money stolen from the wealthy, are any of these stories true, or are these stories that you have spread? Yeah, there's many stories of you stealing from the wealthy and giving to those less fortunate.
Roll a initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Come on, Harlow, roll an initiative.
Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, I do have it.
Did you click
Why
on
aren't
your
they
token,
showing up?
Don?
Oh, I didn't do it. Yeah, I didn't do it. Yeah, no one else is showing up in the...
Oh, I thought mine
Wait,
shows
okay.
up.
I see Aldous, yeah.
Are you
I'm
supposed
sorry.
to do the click on our token one or just do it in chat?
Actually, it's really just Aldous and Donovan anyway. So, Donovan, roll your...
I
click on your
did. I rolled 10.18 if you want to put it in the chat. Sorry, my hot.
It's cool. Click on them so it shows up, because it doesn't...
I did.
I can-
He's clicked on now. Should I re-roll it or?
Yeah, re-roll it. Natural 20. We'll give it to you. So she, when you ask her that question, she immediately turns and acts like she's going to drop off of this roof. And you have a chance to grapple her again or let her go. It's your decision.
I'm gonna let her go.
And she says, "That's for me to know and you to find out." And she jumps off the roof and runs down into Troll Skull Alley.
Could have caught you. Ugh. Sorry, Aldous Harlow. She's already kicked me twice in the belly. That's enough for me for the night. She's not interested in asking or answering any of our questions, I fear.
Hey, congratulations on helping me navigate my first rooftop chase sequence. I'm sorry it's so long and drawn out. It's like a combat. It's like...
No, that's what
It's
it is.
crazy.
It's a combat, dude. That's what it is.
It's fun, though.
It was fun.
I totally, when I was going like north on that one roof, I was like going nowhere.
Dude, look at that. That's a 15-foot jump from like here to here.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know why.
But that's like an Olympic athlete jump right there. Like,
Yeah.
it's one thing to jump 5 feet or 8 feet. Like here, you can almost do that like at a run, but jumping from here to here, ooh, Donovan would even be afraid to make that leap. I'll turn to is Harlow's. Does she take her natural form at this point?
I picture
Yeah.
she was. Oh, she was a squirrel. Was she really a squirrel for a minute there, or no?
I pictured
Yeah,
she
it was a
was.
squirrel.
Okay. Yeah, it was a squirrel.
So, Lady Esfel, I met her at the Castle Lantern estate. Is that where I
Where
met
is
her?
this?
I'm asking the dungeon master. Am I right in that?
Hold on a second. Esfel Rosnar is an ex-romantic partner of yours.
Oh shit!
It was
I
like
totally had it wrong. I have her here.
it was like puppy love.
I can't.
You
Even,
see it.
I
You
totally
see it in his
misunderstood.
eyes, Aldous. You're like, what? Like you've seen it before. It's like, oh, that's what someone when they have puppy love. That's that look.
I'm sort of like, I'm exhausted, and I'm like, straight people.
Actually, that's.
Esbel Rosnar is a noble upbringing.
Oh shit!
And when she was 16 years old, following her family around, ended up at the Yawning Portal a couple years ago. And Donovan, in a chance meeting, ended up having a whirlwind, puppy love romance. They hid under
Yeah, well, it was
favorite awnings and ran down the street together. It was all like an innocent romance, but nonetheless, they've maintained a distant relationship, but still. Well, I don't know how interested Donovan is, but
I'm more interested now, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I lost interest for a while.
and you
but
can judge her interest based on just how I presented her. But
I thought I saw her at
certainly
the,
wasn't about romance tonight.
No, not at all. Well, that's not the first time she's tried to kick me in the balls, but the last time it was much more playful. This time was not playful. For some reason, I thought I'd run into her, but it wasn't at the Castle Enters. It was at the Yawning Portal. Was the last place I saw her. We dated.
So are you guys going to stand up on this rooftop and chit chat? You kicking the dust off the top?
Let's get off. Let's get off this roof.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get off.
I'm going to do my best to find a way to assist Albus in getting down and head over to Troll Skull, where
that's a comedic scene.
Yeah.
Dude. Well, that's interesting. Esfel. That is utterly shocking. I had no idea that. Would have never guessed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, with that, I see Roland is still in the.
So you just whoop, get ready to roll.
He just keeps popping up.
Oh man.
So I'm hoping after a couple of days that Troll Skull's not quite this dilapidated, but it's probably close.
Mm-hmm.
They're fixing, I guess, the outside.
Well, you show up and you see a sign on the front with a little nail nailed into your front door. A notice saying "My final offer," and you know the voice because you met this person just yesterday. Apparently, a business what looks like it's going to end up being a business rival of yours named Emic Froon, and you see the signature at the bottom that says Emic Froon on it. It says, "My final offer, 1,250 gold pieces." It's written on this letter on the front door to Troll Skull Manor. And you also see different calling cards for different members of representatives of other guilds that you haven't actually met with yet. And you can scoop them up or just leave them with
I
them.
will scoop those up. I will ball up the other piece of parchment from Emic and toss it on the ground right there. And open the door and let the three of us in. I don't see Harlow in the picture though. Just me and Aldous. Which floor is this?
I think this is the second, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, looks like the second with the stairs going up the back there. I was assuming you were not going into the tavern portion, but going into the
the back entrance.
Oh, right, because this area over here. Wait, is this going to be... This is the master bed. This is the other room, right?
That's on the third floor.
Oh, right.
If I remember correctly.
And we get up to the third floor here, I think.
Yeah.
So coming down the stairs, as you're looking around what you thought was your empty house this evening, you see a halfling with mutton chops and bushy eyebrows.
Roxley?
Donovan! I was just doing an inspection of the day's work and what transpired. Everything seems to be in order so far. I do have a couple of things to show you. Very interesting.
Please, I could use some good news.
Well, first of all, Emic Froome, friend of yours?
I'll throw that, as I said, I'll crumble that piece of picture. Or I actually threw it on the outside the door. No, he was interested in buying the place, I believe. His offer is outside on the steps.
Huh. Okay. Well, he's quite bothersome. He's been trying to interrupt proceedings all day. But never mind. Most importantly, I'd like to show you something. And he moves over to a crate where there's a candlestick, and he lights the candlestick. He says, wait a second. He taps his foot. He crosses his arms. Taps his foot. Then he, steps away from the candlestick. And you see the candlestick fall off the crate and fall onto the floor. And he says, you see it? He says. You saw that, right? And he moves quickly to pick it up because it's a burning candle. It's on the floor.
The floor's not even?
Watch this. And he lights the candle, puts it in the center of puts it to the edge of the crate. No, it's not that. Watch it. And he kind of turns away from it like he's not paying attention and moves his eyes all the way to the corner so he can watch it as if he's not watching it. And it falls off the thing as if something pushes it off the edge again. You saw it again. So it's not just me. And he picks up the candle gun, blows it out. And that's not all. I've heard other stories, but that's all I've experienced myself.
Are you're saying that this place is haunted?
I don't know what it is. But yes, I suppose that's what I'm saying.
It's haunted. Give me a second. I'm going to go back out and get Emmerich offer. I'll be just wait right here.
I mean, I don't could I do a perception check or something? I don't even know. I feel like I'm in tune.
You can do a perception check.
Okay. Or investigation. To perception.
I mean, does your course of study ever take you into such paranormal instances? If so, then we can treat it as such.
Mine is it's more so my studies had to do with ritual objects. So it's not extremely related.
But
Donovan's like, well, that crate definitely isn't level, but that was weird. It just fell off like that twice. And Aldous is like, this place is haunted.
I'll ask Broxley. What you've heard other stories? I mean, I've heard the stories about. I mean, I was myself was an orphan here when the troll or the witch was.
Don't believe what you read, but you were.
No, I lived here.
Lived here. Oh,
look, all my fingers and toes. The witch never ate me. Of course, maybe I was a bit not tender enough, a little older than she might have chosen. I was very young at the time, probably 6, 7, maybe 8 summers old at that point. But I mean, my memories weren't of her being a very loving or compassionate foster.
Broxley's like, it's been a long day. There's one other thing I wanted to show you.
Please.
It's in the basement.
Shit, more ghosts.
No, not ghosts. Follow me. And he walks down. And here, let me see if I have basement here.
I'm going to look at Aldous and be like, is this place haunted?
I'll be like, it doesn't appear to be not haunted.
Shit.
This was an orphanage, after all.
Yeah, supposedly where the foster parent ate children. Oh, there is...
Roll. That's funny.
Collapsed in the corner.
Oh, man.
Well, this is creepy as fuck.
It's a small basement.
So, Broxley Fair...
I was going to offer you this room, Aldous, if you wanted to, like, create living dead and shit. You could,
I mean,
have zombie servants down here, just as long as you keep them in the basement. That's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cute.
We had a wizard that in our old Waterdeep campaign that had a zombie assistant that lived in the basement of our house.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was a little weird. We made fun of him a lot about the zombie in the basement.
Yeah,
he's an easy target with that. So, what do you have to show us, Broxley?
So he takes you over to a puts his hand in front of it. It says, "You feel that?" And you put your hand up to it.
Yeah, I'll touch it. Actually, where's Al? Is Alice down here as well? I want him to come down. I trust my mage.
Yeah, I'll come down.
Let me grab him.
And Harlow, if she's still awake. You still awake, Harlow?
Oh, I have a new token for Aldous.
There she is.
I was using the new token. Where is it? Oh, sorry. So clumsy.
Great. So there's probably like corpses buried in the walls down here. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's like
a burial ground.
Yeah, it's poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already did find some bones, but that's not it. That's the least of our worries. Actually,
there's bones everywhere.
Yeah, it's a city. There's dead folks everywhere.
All right, I can't find the other token. I'm just going to copy this one.
It's okay.
Where the hell? And you feel a breeze sucking air. Obviously, there's a hole in this wall that leads to some other chamber, and that's what he's referring to.
Oh boy.
And then he takes a rock carefully out of place and sets it aside. And he puts his head towards the hole that it creates when he removes the stone. And he moves his head and he waves his hand over it and says, "Have a look."
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit. All right.
Where's the hole on the map?
It's over here above this. There's like a
Oh, okay.
kind of a crate
Yeah. I'll stay.
or
I'll
a
stay in
pallet.
that.
It's a pallet actually.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Alice like, no, man, go ahead. You can look first.
Go ahead, check it out.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
I'm
look.
not going to stop you.
So at first glance, you see that this is a breaching a hole into the sewer system.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing you notice, just by the style of the. Aldous, were you in the sewers with them?
Mm-mm. I was not.
Anyway, you're reasonably intelligent. You put two and two together real fast. I believe this is the sewer, you think.
Mm-hmm.
And then you notice there's a bunch of forms standing almost like soldiers all along either side of the little canal of water, horrible water, that moves through the channels in these sewers, standing all like at attention all along for as far as you can see, actually, which isn't that far, probably 60 feet, but all along either side of this sewer is what you see when you stick your head ever so slightly into this hole that.
Oh my gosh. I guess I'll turn around and say, like, there are figures in there. It looks like it leads into the sewers, and there's soldiers in there. I'm confused by what I'm by what I'm seeing. I'm like move aside if.
It's hard to make out, and it did look like figures standing at attention in there.
Mm-hmm. I'll move aside if Donovan wants to look.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop
Both
my.
of you make a investigation check or perception, whatever is higher.
Because I'm gonna look too, and I'm gonna use. I'm gonna pull my bullseye lantern out of my bag that hangs at my hip and fire it up so I can get a better look through this hole. Is this hole big enough for me to climb through? Or is it?
No, it looks like with a very small amount of excavating it would be, though.
The fuck is going on over there?
I have a light hammer. If it needs to be excavated.
This might be something for the contractors to look at, but I do want to look with the assistance of light and see what these men standing in here.
I missed it. Did you guys roll your perception checks?
Yeah, it's in the
Oh,
chat.
I didn't. Should I as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
I'll do
Like letting your
investigation
eyes.
as well.
You were pretty much just letting your eyes adjust. It's kind of a different atmosphere down there. It's confusing to see at first.
That's good. 13's good. We should send Harlow in. Harlow, you gonna climb through?
Oh yeah.
As a rat.
I would, but I think I used my spell twice.
Alright, so just hang out with us. We could probably push you through the hole though. You're small enough.
True.
No, I don't want to push you through the hole. I don't want Harlow to go through. Although I do want to get at least a look through. This might be a good little.
Who knows who these people are?
This might be a good little escape hatch for us.
All right, I missed the perception checks. Let me check.
They're in the chat.
Oh, 23 and 13. So Donovan's like, those aren't soldiers. Those are like bushes or plants.
In the sewer?
Yeah, all evenly spaced. It's obviously not naturally occurring. And it looks like they might be potted plants. And at first glance, it looked like maybe soldiers with boots on. They're like 4 foot high, 5 foot high, individual potted plants all arranged along down the sewer in here.
Hey Harlow, we found your plants.
Yay!
Somebody did.
Donovan, you rolled a 23 on your investigation. and you get a whiff of the air. Now that you have your head like fully in here, you're getting a good look, and it's just like the size of your head. And you finally get a whiff of the air in there, and man, that smells familiar. You're having a lot of olfactory,
Mm-hmm.
your olfactory senses are really coming into play in this session tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What with the perfume in the previous, and now this assaulting your senses. Something. What is it? What is it? What are things you've smelled recently in Waterdeep, Donovan?
Elsfell's perfume comes to mind.
Yeah. What else have you smelled in Waterdeep recently?
We smelled well, I keep going back to the sewer. We smelled a lot of.
Smell the sewer. That's not that. It's not that. This is like you like this smell, or you think you like it.
Something from your childhood, from the orphanage.
Okay.
Well, you did roll a 23. I just wanted to see if you could.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'll roll it again.
No, you rolled a 23. You got it. I just wanted to see if you remembered smelling black lily. And then all of a sudden you're like, motherfucker, they are growing black lily down here.
Oh, it's a fucking grow operation. Holy shit. I'll pull the lantern back, put the stone right back in the wall. I didn't know how I'm not an herbalist, so I didn't know that's how they grew it. Can I put the stone? I'll pull my lantern and my arm back and put the rock right back up in there.
So when we expand the basement, it'll be going the other direction.
Yes. No, absolutely. Please.
Is black lily is used to make a drug or
yes,
something?
It's absolutely used to make a highly illegal drug here in Waterdeep. It's quite dangerous and very addictive. I've never been one for drugs myself, but the temptation to use it is there. Many of my friends have used it.
Who
that's what it
might be
like.
involved in that?
This is what it looked like. Do you see the map change?
Mm-hmm.
Xanathar's Guild. Oh wait, are we gonna go in there?
No, I'm just saying that's what
okay.
you can see a partial of a sewer system, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can see a lot of the sewer system actually.
Yeah. I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what that looks like.
Shit. I'll stop Roxley. Listen, what would it cost to say put a door here that one wouldn't notice at a cursory inspection of this basement? And could the work be done quickly in such that perhaps the...
Oh, I'm so sorry. You were actually asking Broccoli Fairkettle?
Yeah. What would it cost? What would it cost to put a door here quickly that might not be noticed by the growers? I have no interest in the black lily, and I know he knows what it is that's growing on the other side of that wall.
He kind of leans into you secretively and says, nudges you with his elbow, and he's like, already got it in the plan. Why would you spoil an opportunity to have an escape hatch?
Be extra money in this for you, Broxley. Thank you. I'll push the rock back again to make sure it's like stable in place. Now on to the haunting. Any more ghost stories upstairs? Are we safe to sleep here?
Oh, well, once the workers get caught of it, of course. Now it's specters and ghouls coming out of every corner is the story. But I don't know. No, this is all I've experienced, but it's definitely something weird going on around here. Aldous, do you have like what you must have an ability that. Oh, maybe not. I'm trying to think of what you would have that would.
I mean, I have like different language skills, but I don't know, like because of my experiences, I can understand abyssal, infernal, and primordial. So like if that has to do with anything that's going on, then like maybe?
Yeah.
I also have awakened mind, but that it's
A little
basically
bit.
just telepathy.
A little bit.
Anyway, Broxley like shrugs his shoulders and says, "Well, I gotta. I'm glad you showed up. I didn't expect to have this exchange with you until morning, but you have our blessing on the expansion of the basement, right? I mean, that's pretty much going to take up the funds." And he says, "Oh, yes, the funds. I do need a good portion of it now."
It's a good portion.
2,000 gold pieces.
2,000.
Yep.
What does that include? Does that include all the other things we talked about? The windows upstairs in the attic, the custom bookshelves, this door in the basement.
Actually, the basement renovation is so elaborate. That's taking up most of the extra cost. The bookcases we could swing, the windows, that'll probably be extra. Trust me, I'll work out the best possible deal. I'm just telling you what it costs to get this. Just between the roofing, the masonry, the basement, and the general cleanup, there's a lot of debris to move out of here.
Well, I can assist in the cleanup. I've been unloading some of this stuff into the alley myself.
Oh, yes, I noticed, and thank you so much. I've been lending a hand here as I can as well.
Is this guy trying to? Is he trying to play me? Can I use?
No,
him?
You don't think he is.
2,000. Well, that's not gonna leave a whole lot for.
Well, put it this way: you knew it was going to be 1,250 for all the basic renovations. This is including expanding your basement almost to 3 times its size.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's going to get the
All right. Yeah.
plumbing working,
Yeah. Money's
fireplace is going, roof will be fixed. It's a lot of stuff.
Okay, I'll bring the coin. Meet me here in the morning. I'll have the coin. All the coin you need.
Actually, make an intelligence check. Since you're like, oh man, like you never saw that much money come in, and now you've never seen that much money go out. All right, now you make sense. After about thinking about it for a second, you're like, no, I guess that all adds up. And then begrudgingly. So,
maybe the yawning portal. I'll have all the money in coins. Harbor Moons. Is that better for you?
whatever you prefer. Yes, when?
Tomorrow morning.
It's done. Have a good night.
Yes. Leave us with the ghosts.
And he struts out the front door
Shit.
like a confident tradesman.
I have to make more money. This place is already. I'm already worried about what this is going to cost us. But oh, so they've done a little bit of work as far as like the roof.
Oh yeah,
the masonry.
everything's cleared out of here now.
Oh, all right. Okay, all right. I'm feeling better.
It's a little worse in some spots, like they've removed certain windows, so you have gaping holes in some. But other ones where they could restore the windows just by cleaning them up, they're all intact. There's one chimney that's still hot, fireplace that is. You can't be sure if they got to all the chimneys, but it's like the main chimney is. You can feel it's not the bitter, chill room in here that it was before. You can tell there's been a fire burning somewhere in the house, probably in this fireplace right here. And yeah, any debris that I have on the previous maps we can ignore. So yeah, they're making pretty good time. It's only been one day. They've already done clear out. They've already done excavating in the basement. Sounds like good progress to you, based on your 16 intelligence.
Good enough. I have no idea.
Whoever you hired for this job made quick work of this so far.
To be honest with you, Aldous, I have
He's
no
got
idea.
connections.
No idea who I hired. I was only told to hire them. I was given the coin. Sadly, I feel that there may be an unhappy ending to this business.
Donovan's paying a premium price, but getting top quality help.
I think
And all recommended by friends of friends and relationships that he's had previous. So everything's coming along quickly and smoothly with the renovation so far.
Sadly, I imagine the Piper will eventually appear at my front door looking for payment. But,
And you hear a thump.
Oh,
fuck was that? Where did it come from?
is someone knocking at the door?
Shit, this late.
It was just like a single thump. You're not exactly sure where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll an investigation check
Yeah, I'll go quiet and listen.
if you get concerned about every thump in the night.
I'm concerned.
17, it came from that direction.
I'm looking at the map. We're on the 3rd floor.
Like from this around the staircase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go look.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'll make my way.
You look, you don't see anything.
I can't get through there.
What?
I can't get.
Oh yeah, I'm
Can't-
stuck too.
Can't get
but
through
that's
the
okay.
door.
Really?
Yeah, stuck at the door.
I'm stuck in my library.
Stuck in my bed.
Hold on, let me copy these guys and move over. Where are we at? The 3rd floor?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm convinced that this house is haunted, and I'm fine with it.
Oh, wrong.
Yes. Right. Aldous. So am I. It's probably as haunted as every other building in Waterdeep, So we'll just have to make the best of getting along with these spirits. And perhaps we can have a priest come and exorcise the ghosts if necessary. But if they
A
can-
priest?
well,
That's actually quite comforting for my my surroundings to somewhat match my inner turmoil.
wait, can you get rid of them? You're a mage, right? Yeah.
I don't know if I have enough control over my powers yet, but we'll see.
Well, I guess we don't really need to get rid of them. It's just a matter of making sure that we can peacefully coexist.
I'm sure he can do that. Nothing has been too aggressive so far.
So far, yes.
A thump here and there doesn't bother me.
I can sleep through a lot more than that. Let's grab Harlow, bring her down out of the attic.
She comes into the study there with you. What's up, guys? Harlow, are you there? She's not there.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
We don't hear you if you're there, Twyla.
Well, I'm here.
She's a bad player. Ooh, bad player.
Fine.
Gonna have to give you the boot.
Fine.
Bad player, get the boot. No,
Stop
not
it.
my
Nope,
darling.
not a bad player.
She's awesome. So awesome.
Yay.
If you're talking, we can't hear you, by the way.
I
That's
just
fine.
said
You're going to follow Donovan around. Whenever you're not available, we're going to have you. If you start following Aldous around, just tell me. I'll switch from.
I can hear Harlow.
Yeah, I can hear
You
her.
can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
just you,
Oh, did
Dad.
I turn her off? Maybe I did, because there was a bunch of noise. I turned her off. That's why I couldn't hear her.
She's
It's
definitely
fine, Dad.
she's definitely not going to follow you around.
Yeah.
All right, well, what are you guys going to do?
Look for the
I
spirit.
don't know.
Look for this ghost. They're going to make it right.
Ghosty ghost.
Maybe we can pay it. I don't have much gold left, but
I mean, I don't know. I don't.
Well, I can give you some atmospheric description if that's what you need here.
Yeah, let's look about
Yeah.
this decrepit room. Shit, look at all the garbage. Did we not clear this room out? I know I've been kind of doing this shit on my own, but...
Well, previously, getting close to the manor, you could see it was in horrible disrepair.
Oh, wait, this is my room. This is the 3rd floor.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was coming from a lower level on the last map, but okay. So it's coming from Aldis's library.
3rd floor.
Yeah, that's the room we're in right now. The room we're in right now is what we were going to turn into Aldis's library.
Each stair groans heavily under your weight, and you can feel the darkness bearing down on you. Everywhere the footsteps, you hear footsteps around you.
Oh my gosh.
And now you all of a sudden notice there's a lot of blind spots around here.
Like shadows.
It's just when you're looking for something, it's funny what you'll see in the darkness. There's a lot of dark corners in here.
Harlow, are we alone in here? She has dark vision, doesn't she?
She does. I'm sure
I don't know. I'll check.
she's looking around. She scans the room. You don't see anything, Harlow.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll sort of like pace around the perimeter of the room. Just kind of, I haven't really inspected it that closely before. So maybe I'll look around in the crevices.
Yeah, I'm gonna light my my
You don't
little.
find anything. Everyone's like just searching around.
Mhm.
I'll light my
Nothing.
little bullseye lantern so that there's some ambient light, so that we both, Albus and I, can see as well as Harlow.
Hmm.
The fuck, this place is haunted now? Shit.
So do you guys plan on staying in this place tonight?
Yeah.
You know, we could all stay in the same room. There's plenty of room. We could stay in the master room. Your room, Alice. I'll move
You're
fine
in
with
it,
that.
aren't you?
I'll tell you what.
Oh, the master room over here?
Yeah, on the right.
Mhm.
Oh,
What I'll
so
do
he's got this and he's got the library. Is that the deal? That's nice.
And he's got a little bathroom. It's a shareable bathroom, but it's a bathroom right here.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you enter right here.
Well, he can go in through his room as well, but there is an inside.
What, here?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Ah, I didn't see that. Nice.
So how about this? I'll get Harlow's cot, my cot. We'll move them into the master room. Is that one of the chimneys that's working? Which chimney's working? There's two of them. There's one in my room and there's one in Aldis's room. Is Aldis's room where the bathroom is that the one that's working? You're muted, by the way, DM. All right. Well, then we're staying in my room.
No, it's this one.
Yep, we'll stay in my room.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
We'll get all the cots. We'll get Harlow's
And
cot.
you think this chimney goes all the way downstairs. Actually, it might not even be this fireplace that's lit. It might be the chimney below, the fireplace below warming this chimney. That's actually what you think is
Well,
happening.
at least we know this one's probably the most safe one of the three. We don't want the smoke backing up, so the three of us will throw our cots out in what will eventually be my room, and we'll camp out here for the night, as long as Harlow and Albus don't mind staying here, aside from the yawning portal.
No, that's fine. Fine by me.
I get it. It's creepy as fuck in here, but hopefully once there's a fresh coat of paint and some plaster, and it'll be much brighter and happier. Yeah. This actually isn't much different than when I stayed here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, actually, I'm not too bothered by it.
I'm not surprised. Alice is like, I hear voices anyway, so yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the world is full with strange things.
Yeah.
This doesn't surprise me.
I would imagine that ghosts and demons are probably shit that Aldous has to deal with on a regular basis. So. Yeah, so we'll stay here.
I mean, I'll sleep in the bathtub.
Oh shit.
So
Frollo
you,
just looks up and asks about Trungus.
Chungus can stay here too.
you wake up the next day.
Yeah, see, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You heard a bump in the night here and there, but nothing extreme, like you said. Nothing was. You didn't leave any candlesticks burning unattended, that's for sure. But other than the occasional bump in the night, nothing you guys can't handle. You're all got nice, strong hearts. So, yeah, you wake up the next day.
Oh shit. We didn't even do what we were. Yeah, well. Another day. Breakfast at the yawning portal. Both of you. You hungry?
Let's go.
We'll do that. I'll meet with Broxley and give him the 2,000 gold that I've stored there. That was invested in Troll Skull.
Hey, why don't we call it a night for the actual gameplay? We can meta for a little bit, but
Cool.
feeling a little desk weariness setting in.
All right. It's well, it is kind of it's getting there. It's like
You might want to grab a beer too. You want to give me 5? Sorry to cut it
Sure.
short. I would love to keep going, but I've been dealing with these.
No, that's
And
fine.
I don't mind hanging out. It's just I don't really want to think anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
No, it was good. We had a good time, dude. Got rooftop
Yeah.
chasing, and everybody got
yeah.
new spells.
The whole beginning part was 2 different big scenes. Was
Aldis's visit to the order. That was pretty cool.
really nice. All right, give me a minute. I'm just gonna go grab a brewski.
All right,
and
I'm gonna stop it.
collect myself.
Thanks,
all right.
kids.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Yes.